Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo down.
GDQ Heart.
Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo down. Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo down.
7 sevens for Game 6.
Good evening, and welcome to game night on Thursday the 12th of December. Hope you're all doing well. Lovely to have you all here, and I'd stepped foot in the chat for 1 second and it's smut on a level of birds of a feather. Honestly, this is what happens when Bodycom and Clive come into the stream together. Oh, come into the stream together, see what I did there? Oh, many lols were had by all. Anyway, greetings to you all, season's greetings, festive greetings, and here's a message from our sponsor, JR Plays Games.
Thank you for giving me a little slice of normality during my overseas excursion over the last couple of weeks. Laughing face.
You're very welcome, JR. Thank you very much for the 5-month subscription. I hope you're doing well overseas, and it's not too arduous a trip for you. Yes, there's something quite pleasing and normal about game night stuff. I'm wearing the green jumper again. I've just realised I'm going to phase out of existence at various points tonight with the green screen. But that's the way it goes. I have got a new one. It was supposed to arrive today. Apparently, it's arriving tomorrow, which is a tremendous shame because that one's red and doesn't. With the green screen will be fine. It'll just be fun and fine and excellent and marvellous. How are you all? Let me say hello to you all. Good evening, JR, Stilgar, SJ, Urun, Lewis, TVPA, good evening, Ardenfeds and OM Dalton and Prugs and Topper. Good evening, Jogging and Dragon and Lupine and Oni. Good evening, Mark and Shapes, Ape and Colin. Hello, Suyu and Toot and Puzzle Dan and Ad. Good evening to Step It Up the Street and Astrogali and Sooty Cat, David J, Clive of Legends, Zeus, AB Me, Silent Marine, Riasu, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering and lingering in the chat, smutty or otherwise. You are most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining me for a prompt start to this game night this Thursday evening, because it is, of course, time for the 6th game of Quizmas. No warm-up game tonight, but we will have a mid-time game a bit later on to break up our Quizmas game and our supplementary games. So, we had Ash continue the journey yesterday with the 4th and 5th games of Quizmas 15-1 and Hive Minds, which were tremendously good fun, and we had victors in the shape of Toot and Oni, if memory serves. This is off the back of Distinction and the Pod last weekend, where we had Inca winning Distinction and we had Sam winning the Pod. And then we had the Krypton Factor, and I haven't got the info in front of me, and I can't remember who won. I think Zeus won the Krypton Factor with Topper on Sunday. So we're nearly halfway through, and here's a message from our sponsor, Fluffy Bunny.
It's the 6th day of Quizmas.
It is indeed the 6th day of Quizmas, the 6th game of Quizmas. Thank you very much for the 12-month subscription there, Fluffy Bunny. A whole year of quiz for you. I hope you've enjoyed your year here at Game Night. It's thank you very much for the support as ever. So, what is going to be behind door number 6? It is not Spin Star. It is not Spin Star. I will say that for nothing. Please don't suggest it in the chat. What memes are you going to populate into the chat tonight? What have we got behind this 6th door right here? And a gentle reminder, £10 selection box of your choice, either Steam, Amazon or PayPal, is going to the winner of this game tonight. One prize per player per Quizmas, I guess. And that persists across Ashes and Topper streams as well. Let's take a look. What are you thinking in the chat? We've got Spacey 4 game. Yes, for 2 hours. 2 hours of Spacey 4 game. Cryptex, Avantian Ultra, Joker's Wild, 15-1 again. Bidding War, more Cryptex. Data Leak twice in the same evening. That would be a rug pull, wouldn't it? We've got Data Leak coming up as the supplementary game later on. Maybe it'll appear behind the advent calendar as well. Red Herrings, more Cryptex. Don't be dirty, everyone loses. That's not a game, is it? Sounds like it could be. Due to an admin error, there is in fact a Spin Star behind the door. Rude Hullet's sitting on a shed. That would be a good raid message, or a good buzz-off title there, Rady. Welcome to the stream, Simpsons, Angle, Giazes and Cola. Welcome to lovely to have you all here. Sonic, wherever you ring makes you faster. Where have you just come from, Giazes? Have you just come from Hudson's by any chance? Danger Zone 2, I'm single. Oh, no, that's unrelated. Big Break the Quiz, Escape Artist, then I said Steeplechase, Beat the Salmon, Escape. We haven't had Google that for a while. Bullseye, Get in the Bin, Uno. Actually, it's the Q Writers channel, and I've deliberately not spoiled myself. Oh, it's not in the Question Writers channel, JR. Not even the Question Writers know. Only the specific writers for the games know, plus the admin team and the proofing team. But the question, it's not in the Question Writing channel of the Discord, so you can safely view that channel and remain unspoiled. No, do not, Lewis. No. No. If you, for all of the reasons, no. Lewis has just sent me something he was thinking about typing into the chat. Please don't. For all of the, well, I mean, you can if you like, but I would recommend you don't. Jerry, welcome to the stream. Well, let's take a look and open the door behind the 6th game because we completed the bottom row. It's our first bingo of the advent calendar this year. So completing the bottom row. Nestling in between Distinction and the Pod, I can reveal that the 6th game of Quizmas this year is... It's Danger Zone. We're going on the... Yes, it's Danger Zone. I think this has possibly been in every Quizmas. Possibly. It's certainly been in a lot of them, as of course, one of my oldest original game. Always fun to see. And this pack comes to us tonight courtesy of Oni 91_573, with a good smattering of festivities dotted throughout it, so we're sure to have a lot of fun with this. Quick, gentle reminder that this is played through the Universal Controller, which you can go and get right there. Either play it in the browser, or you can download the standalone versions for Mac or PC, whichever you are more comfortable doing. But Danger Zone is on the cards. The lobby will not. This has got a pseudo anytime entry, but most players just tend to join the boneyard if you join late. So you're advised to get into the game while the lobby is still open. And BC, welcome to the stream. So you got 4 or 5 minutes to get the app set up, and anyone who's not here yet, hopefully you feel something through the airwaves and you get yourselves on down. Ready for Danger Zone, which is going to be the 6th game of Quizmas, and written by Oni. Lots of fun to be had. Did I open it? I did open it. Poggers. So it should all be ready to go if I just press the play button. Huzzah and hurrah. Right, software's booted. Let's play Danger Zone. Welcome to Danger Zone. And if you want to play, type in the code PHQK. There is still a 1 pixel bleed on the edge there. What's that all about? I think it's still there. Oh well. PHQK is the code if you want to come play Danger Zone. Room for 40 of you in this game. Do come and join us on the app. Yeah, itch.io had a little bit of a meltdown this week. Apparently they got taken offline for some. They're now back online, but it is safely reaffirming the fact I do need to find an alternative backup host for the Universal Controller if you're playing on the browser version. I also need to change the QR code to point to the website, and I just need to embed it over there. Don't know why I keep sending everyone over to itch.io. Don't do that with anything else. But hey, there you go. That's a job for the Christmas holidays. Anyone else finish work yet? Anyone else finish work for Christmas? No? Yes? I technically not finished, but in practice I kind of have, because tomorrow is the staff Christmas do. Tadaru, welcome to the stream. Tomorrow is the staff Christmas do, and we're going out for a meal in Cardiff, so I'm going to spend most of the morning driving over, and we finish at 3 on Fridays anyway, so we've got Secret Santa at 3. So by the time I get there, it'll be a couple of hours doing bits and bobs, and then on with the Christmas do, staying for a night, and then I am done for 3 weeks. So it feels functionally like I'm basically over the line, ready for Christmas, but I won't be fully there until probably Monday, because I've got a concert on Saturday afternoon as well, church Sunday morning, and all the rest of it. Going out for lunch with some friends on Sunday lunchtime, which would be nice. And of course, we've got the 8th game of Quizmas happening on Saturday, with Ash hosting the 7th tomorrow night on his channel. So quite a lot going on, but we'll get to Monday next week, and then I've got a billion errands. Like I've got the dentist again, or the hygienist, and then Dex has got his jabs, and then choir social in the evening, and then I'm going on holiday for a few days. So that'll be nice. It'll be very pleasant. So 34 of you in so far. Room for a few more if you want to come and pop yourselves into the Danger Zone lobby. This pack has been written by Oni, suitably festive bent about it, and come on in. £10 selection box prize up for grabs for the winner of tonight's game. We've got Hacker, as written by 8Minky, as our mid-time game, coming up in about an hour's time. And then we've got Data Leak, written by A Run to polish off the night. So lots of quiz going on this evening, and lots to get excited about. Lots of really good trivia coming up. So keep your Thursday night in here. Oh, something just died. But fortunately, although I just saw a Unity crash, but fortunately it was the control center, not danger zone. So or the control room. So let's just boot that back up again. And there we go. The room has reloaded itself. Silver Electron, welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. Yeah, there must have been a power cut. Power cut in the control room, which doesn't fill me with confidence. But there you go. Occasionally Unity's just going to do Unity things, isn't it? Right, 1 more minute, and then our Quizmas game will get underway. 34 of you in so far. Ready for 6 more. If anyone else is loitering and wants to come and play, now's the opportunity to do so. Should I duck out from the school director's Christmas reception for tomorrow's day of Quizmas? I can't say. It's Ash's game of Quizmas tomorrow, but I can say I've written tomorrow's Quizmas game. So yeah, over on Ash's channel tomorrow, if you're following all 3 channels for Quizmas, which if not, why not? But if you are, tomorrow's game over on Ash's stream has been penned by me. As is a Quizmas tradition, each of the hosts writes for one of the other hosts. So this year, Topper's written for me, I've written for Ash, and Ash has written for Topper, I think is how the prevailing fallout has gone. So yes, you should pull out of the school director's reception tomorrow, Shapes, and go and watch the 7th game of Quizmas, which has been penned by me, over on Ash's channel tomorrow night from 8 PM. Right, I think that's enough time. I'm going to have a quick little top-up of wine. I'm trying to keep it to just this bottle tonight, which, for what it's worth, I opened last night, so it's only half a bottle. If I keep it down to half a bottle last night, half a bottle tonight, just pace myself, because there's a lot of drinking incoming. No, genuinely opened it last night. It's a Yellowtail Shiraz, and it's very pleasant. Right, yes indeed, Joe. Good luck to everyone. It's time to lock you in as we play Danger Zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players will be eliminated in this first round. Quick recap of the rules. Answer questions correctly as quickly as you can. If you give me a correct answer fastest, you'll get 34 points, or however many players there are in the game. The second player to answer correctly gets 33, then 32, and so on. At the end of the round, which is 5 questions, just standard Danger Zone this time round, the players who are in the Danger Zone will be eliminated, and will still be able to play along in the Boneyard game, though. You get one of 2 helps in each round, so you've got to use them or lose them. You can either nerf the question, which will give you a flat rate of points equal to half the number of players in the main game, so in this first round it'll be 17, or you can multiply on the question, which will give you double points, but of course if you give me a wrong answer, then double nothing is still nothing. Hopefully that all makes sense. Let's see what Oni has cooked up for us this Quizmas as we go to round number 1. And these rounds are in shuffled order tonight, so they're not going in the order they are on the sheet. And our first round is the Small Svelte Quiz of the Year. And according to Oni, it's like the Big Fat Quiz of the Year, except much, much shorter. We can't afford to hire a primary school class to perform a play based on the COP29 Climate Change Summit, and the host actually pays his taxes properly. Anyway, how much of 2024 can you remember? It's funny that Oni should say that, the host actually pays his taxes properly, because I'm currently in the middle of a tax audit from about 3 years ago, so that's fun. It's been going on for a little while, but yeah, just ironic that comment came down and said the host pays his tax properly. Apparently I don't. Well, we'll find out if I do or don't in the fullness of time, I'm sure. Conradlak, welcome to the stream. Anyway, yeah, allegedly pays his taxes properly. Yeah, that's what we're going to be looking at. It's a bit of a look back over 2024, not unlike the opening round of the pod at the weekend, if you were there for that. Hello, HMR. So yeah, it's that sort of thing. It's going on for about a year, though. It's just unbelievable waste of time and money, but hey ho. So 5 questions in this round. Multiplying is going to double your points for the question, and nerfing will earn you a flat rate of 17. Whoever, I've no idea, Lewis. No idea. So, if you're all ready, fingers on your devices, good luck to you all. Let's play Danger Zone. Question number 1.
This message is serving as a short interval, giving Conradlak a little extra time to join in.
Right you are. Here's the question. Which of these countries did not have an election in 2024? United Kingdom, Australia, United States or Ireland? Thank you very much for the 48 months as well there, Shapes. Is Australia. Which of these countries did not have an election in 2024? UK, Australia, US or Ireland? It was Australia. I have no further notes on there, but the United Kingdom had their general election in which the Labour Party won. Keir Starmer became Prime Minister. That was in July. The United States had an election and Donald Trump won for the Republican Party back in November. Apparently Ireland had an election as well. I must have missed that, where they elected a new Taoiseach, or Taoiseach if you're Liz Truss. I think that's what the head of state of Ireland is called. Australia, though, did not. Jogging was fastest, Shapes was second, Robert Webb was third. Oh, we're honoured by his presence. Well, welcome, Robert Webb. Simon Breen was fourth, and Colin was fifth, and with a multiplier as well, doubling up the points, doubling up to 60 there. We also had Mr. Vertigo using a nerf on that question for the flat rate of 17. November 29, oh, very recent. That's probably why I've not noticed. I've not been paying attention to the news recently. Let's reorder the board. And orange signifies we've got a tie in the danger zone. We must resolve it by the end of the round. We can only lose 7 players. Let's go on. Question number 2. Which Academy Awards ceremony took place in 2024? The 100th, the 92nd, the 88th, or the 96th? I think he's lurking, Mark. David Mitchell will be lurking somewhere. It was the 96th. The first one was hosted in 1929, so quick maths dictates, yep, 96th Academy Awards. Apolanton was fastest, Topper was second, Zeus was third, ABME was fourth, and Robert Webb was fifth. Turns out Robert Webb is quite good at quizzes. Nerfs coming in from Jerry, Suyo, Manic Volcanic, Stilgar, and Astrogali, all picking up the flat rate of 17. No multipliers played there. Remember, use that help or lose it. If you survive, you'll get it back in the next round. If you don't, you won't be able to use it in the boneyard anyway. So that's what it's there for. Use it if you need to. Let's reorder the board. And a standard danger zone size after just 2 questions, which is nice to see. Nando, Opsy, Prugs, Pyro, Ralph, Rias, and Silver Electron currently in there, but still plenty of time to get themselves out. Colin's currently leading. Robert Webb is in second, and Topper is in third. As we go on to question number 3. In October, the TV series Rivals, starring David Tennant and Alex Hassel, first aired on Disney+. What industry are the rivals in? Music, film, theatre, or TV? It's TV. Not very many getting that one right. ABME was fastest, Suyu was second, Shapes third, Vertigo fourth, and Robert Webb once again getting it right in fifth. Again, quite a number of nerfs coming in. Owen Dalton, Puzzle the Elf, Silver Electron, Marcini, and Flyboy all nerfing, and once again, no multipliers being used. Yeah, it's a TV industry. Specifically 80s regional TV networks, based on a Jilly Cooper novel, and genuinely the show is so much better than it has any right to be, according to Oni. I haven't seen it, but I know anything David Tennant touches generally turns to gold, because he's a national treasure, isn't he? Let's reorder the board, see what that's done to the scores, with 2 questions to go. Robert Webb is now in the lead, Shapes is in second, both of them still with their help left. Colin slips down to third with 81. We've got players in the danger zone with points. Looks like they've nerfed. Silver Electron and Stilgar currently on 17. We've also got Nando, Prugs, Pyro, Ralph, and Rias in there. 2 questions to get out of there. Most of those players with helps still available. Let's go on. Question number 4. David, 10 out of 10. Very good. Which of these gaming anniversaries did not happen in 2024? 20th anniversary of GTA San Andreas, 50th anniversary of Space Invaders, 30th anniversary of Tekken, or 40th anniversary of Punch-Out? Again, not a particularly well-answered question there. Puzzle the Elf was fastest, Zeus was second, Mark was third, and with a multiplier, doubling up to 66. Vertigo was fourth, and Shapes was fifth. A couple of other multipliers coming in, Rias and AB.me, both of those multiplying on an incorrect answer though. Jogging multiplying and getting it right, and also nerfs being played from Danger Zone. Dan Junior Zone, Silent Marine, Stimpson's Angle, Prugs, and I Am Not Eric, all playing nerfs on that for the flat rate of 17. Yeah, 50th anniversary of Space Invaders. That's coming up in 2028. 1978 is when Space Invaders was released. Also, looking through the stuff that came out that year, 2004 was an insanely good year for the games industry. It definitely was. With 2004, you had... Was Half-Life 2 2004? It was supposed to be 2003 and it got delayed. I think that ended up being 2004. You had Far Cry, you had the original Call of Duty. Yeah, lots of games. Like 1998 was a bit of a goat year for games with the original Half-Life and Thief the Dark Project and various others. But yeah, Space Invaders Anniversary is coming up in 2028. San Andreas came out in 2004, Tekken in 1994, and Punch-Out, the arcade game, came out in 1984. Wasn't released on the NES until 87, I believe. But yes, the original in 1984. Let's reorder the board. With one question to go, not much change in the danger zone, slight changes to the ordering. Pruig, Silver Electron has still got always 17, but a bit of a gap opening up between safety and the danger zone now. Nando, Pyro, and Ralph all have multipliers left, could still double up to potentially 70 points each, which would get them out of trouble, so it is not over yet. Quite a few players still with helps left, so use them on this question or you will lose them whether or not you get to the next round, because you get it back either way. So use it or lose it. Good luck to you all. Question number 5, take a look. What does the album cover for Brat, the critically acclaimed album by Charlie XCX, released in June, look like? I'll tell you why I laughed in a minute. It's just the way I said look like at the end there, because I've been watching a lot of Quentin Tarantino shorts at the moment, and I just felt so, what does Marcellus Wallace look like? It was, it felt like that sort of moment. Dan Jr. So yeah, that's a good raid message coming in there. Apparently it's the word brat on a green background. The word brat on a green background. Apparently the album art took 5 months of development to slap some Arial text on a green background and call it done. Well, I never. Does he look like a brat? Very good. Very good. I like that a lot. Both JR and Conrad getting that in at the same time. Smot on a level of birds of a feather. I quite like that one as well. There's a few good ones coming in. Sam, welcome to the streamer, dude. Hope you're well. What have you said? If you'd asked me, I could have sworn that came out in 2020. We had time doing funny things since the pandemic. Rios was fastest there in under a second. I think that may have been a hit and hope, but it's paid off, Rios. 35 points. Let's see if it's got you out of the danger zone. Aper Lantern was second. Robert Webb was third and with a multiplier. Jerry was fourth, and I Am Not Eric was fifth. Ben and Zeus and Opsy, Inca, Shapes, Fets, all multiplying on correct answers as well. Very well done there. You're getting double points. And Conlatalak, who I suppose is Conradalak, nerfing that one for the flat rate of 17 points. Let's reorder the board and see what has happened at the end of the first round. OM Dalton just slipping in. Rias getting 35 points on that last question, but it wasn't quite enough to get you out of the danger zone. Bad luck there. Manic Volcanic, welcome to the stream. Hope you're keeping well. And at the end of that round, Shapes has the top spot with 167. Robert Webb is in second with 160. And it's Mark who takes third with 142. Very well done, you three. You will get a little boost going into the start of round 2. And everyone else's points will be reset. And that everyone else includes Zeus, Jogging, Fetz, Jerry, Puzzle Dan, Suyu, Ape, Colin, ABME, Opsy, Inca, Ben, Vertigo, Conradalax, Samster, Manic Volcanic, Marcini, Silent Marine, Topper, Astrogali, Dan JR, Stimson's Angle, Cola, Silver Electron, and Flyboy. Very well done, you 28 players. You are through to round 2, and we will see you there. Unfortunately, though, it does mean for the players in the danger zone, it is going to be an early exit from the Christmas party tonight. OM Dalton, Rias, Prug, Stilgar, Nando, Pyro, and Ralph. Grab yourselves an Uber and head on for an early night. The Christmas party goes on, but I'm afraid not for you. It is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye. Though don't actually go, please do carry on. And just like that, there go our 7 first round eliminatees. Do continue playing though in the Boneyard game because you can still get a Boneyard crown, currently being modelled by Owen Dalton and Rios with the maximum score of the Boneyard of 1 out of 5. We're going to lose another 7 players in this next round. Scores have been reset with boosts applied to the top 3. Let's take a look at what we're going to be looking at. Let's take a look at what we're going to be looking at. I kind of like that as a turn of phrase. More raid messages coming in. They all received some shock treatment. That they certainly did. Die Hard is the name of this round. Hard, says Mickey. Indeed so. Hashtag Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I've sort of gone back and forth on this debate a few times. I'm currently, the last time I asked myself this question, I was in the camp of it is a Christmas movie. But notes from Oni here. They haven't yet invented the tools to measure exactly how little I care about the is Die Hard a Christmas movie debate. Sit down, shut up, and just enjoy Alan Rickman falling to his death off the top of Nakatomi Plaza like a normal person. You're ruining Christmas for everyone else. Indeed so. Also, spoiler alert for if you've not seen a film that came out in 1988. So, Die Hard is the name of the round. You're going to have 5 questions with Die and Hard related paraphernalia going on. But yes, Oni couldn't possibly give less of a shit about whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I can make the arguments for why it's not, because it's set at Christmas, and by that logic, Lord of the Rings is a Christmas movie, because they set out from Rivendell on Christmas Day, I think. Also, Die Hard, it was released in the summer. It was a summer blockbuster. So there's an argument against it being a Christmas movie. Christmas movies typically released in Q4, normally November or even December. Die and Hard paraphernalia. Indeed so, Jerry. Thank you for that raid message suggestion. So, yeah, anyway, the round is Die Hard, 5 points per question, multiplying once again with W points, and a nerf is worth 14 points if you choose to play it. You can use either help once, but not both. So, 28 players remain. We're going to go down to 21 come the end of this round. Let's see who can survive. If you all are ready, let's play Danger Zone. Which of the Die Hard films starred Samuel L. Jackson as his reluctant sidekick, Zeus Carver? Was it Die Hard 4.0, Live Free or Die Hard, Die Hard with a Vengeance, or A Good Day to Die Hard? This player's getting that one right. This Vertigo was fastest. And with a multiplier, no less, doubling up to 56 points. Robert Webb was second, Opsy was third, Jogging was fourth, and Marcini, also with a multiplier, was fifth. Other correct answers, lots of correct answers coming in there, but just the 2 multipliers being played, and 2 nerfs as well coming in from Manic Volcanic and Ape O'Lantern for the flat rate of 14. Yes, Die Hard with Avengers probably, certainly was my favourite of the 3 when I was young. I don't know if I'd probably prefer the first one now, but it's the one with the how do you fill a 4-litre jug with a 5 and 3-litre jug puzzle. Live Free or Die Hard was known as Die Hard 4.0 outside of North America for reasons, but yeah, Live Free or Die Hard and Die Hard 4.0 are the same film with different titles depending on which region they were released in. And A Good Day to Die Hard, I believe, was the 5th in the series, if memory serves. Mr. Vertigo, welcome to the stream. Let's reorder the board. We have got a little tie in the Danger Zone, not an enormous one. Oh, Zeus getting a question about Zeus wrong. That's funny. I think that's funny. But also...
What a shame.
What a shame indeed. We've got a tie, but we need to resolve it before the end of the round. Vertigo's got the lead, Marcini's in second, Shapes is in third. Let's have another question. Question number 2. In which of these Shakespeare plays does the title character not die by the end? Henry VI Part 2, King Lear, Othello, Titus Andronicus. I'm anticipating Shapes getting this one right. Oh, Shapes? I'm fairly sure you had a very similar question yesterday in 15 to 1. Yeah, no, it's not all about Shakespeare. It's just got die in the question. Ah, you prematurely clicked. Yeah, this came up in 15 to 1 yesterday, and I was about to comment something. Oh, I think I saw this recently. And then remembered it was possibly from a game that hadn't been broadcast yet. King Lear, Othello, and Titus Andronicus, the title character, dies at the end. Henry VI dies at the end of Henry VI Part 3. There is a third part to Henry VI. And No only says, I'm not giving The Wars of the Roses a spoiler warning. But yeah, Henry VI Part 2, the title character does not die at the end. Robert Webb was fastest, Zeus was second, Cola was third, Manic Volcanic was fourth, and Inca was at fifth. No multipliers in that round, just a couple of nerfs, one from Mark and one from Fetz, getting the flat rate of 14. Let's reorder the board. Now Zeus clawing his way out of the danger zone there and jumping up to 10th place, and we've got our standard danger zone size. AB Me, Ben, Suyo, Conrad Alak, JR, Topper, and Flyboy all in the danger zone at the moment. Robert Webb at the top, Vertigo in second, Marcini in third. Let's have a third question. Take a look. This is clever. A die made out of human bone would be a what level on the Mohs scale of hardness? 7, 3.5, 2, or 5? That would be a 5. BRB, says Oni, carving a sweet set of D&D dice out of the femur of the last person who asked me if Die Hard was a Christmas film. Very good. 5 is the correct answer. ABME was fastest. Puzzle the Elf was second and with a multiply. Simpsons Angle third. Inca fourth. And Ben was fifth. Just the two multipliers. Dan JR Zone also multiplied, but on an incorrect answer there. And Colin nerfing for the flat rate of 14. With 3 questions down, let's reorder the board. Puzzle the Elf jumps into the top. Inca now in second. And Robert Webb is in third. 2 and 3, Inca and Robert Webb have got help still available. Puzzle Dan does not. Down in the danger zone, we've got some danger zone players with points now. Ape, Astrogali, Conrad, Laxuyo, JR, Topper, and Flyboy. 4 out of 7 of them have got help still available. And still 2 questions to go, so still a long way to go. And it is pretty tight around the danger zone line, so still all to play for. Let's go on. Question number 4. The Nakatomi Plaza in Die Hard had 35 floors. How many does the Empire State Building have? 102, 92, 82, or 72? It's got 102. Jerry Harris was fastest, Vertigo second. Robert Webb was third, Mark was fourth, and Manic Volcanic in exactly 3 seconds was fifth. Just the 3 nerfs coming in there. Astrogali, Suyu, and Silver Electron nerfing those questions for the flat rate of 14. Correct answer is 102. Let's reorder the board. Dan slipping down to 4th. Inca now taking the lead. Robert Webb in 2nd, and Mr. Vertigo jumps up to 3rd. Down in the danger zone, Ben, Ape, Suyo, Conradalak, JR, Topper, and Flyboy. 3 of them have got help still available. Ben is just 1 point behind Jogging, who's 1 point behind Opsy, 1 point behind Zeus, 1 point behind Astra and AB Me, who's 2 points behind Fetz. Smattering of them have also got helps available as well, so still not over yet. 2 players at the bottom, Topper and Flyboy, have both got helps available too. Let's see what question number 5 brings. Very best of luck to you all. Take a look. On the original iPod released in 2001, how large was the hard drive storage? 5 gigabytes, 2 gigabytes, 512 megabytes, or 1 gigabyte? Blimey. Just the one player getting that one right, and that was Flyboy in under a second, and with a multiplier, it could have been a hit and hope, but in under a second, it might be enough to get you out of the danger though, getting 56 points to everybody else getting that incorrect. There's a few nerfs coming in. Robert Webb, Inca, Zeus, Shapes, Silent Marine, and AB Me all nerfing. Stimpson's Angle, Opsy, Ben, I Am Not Eric, Jerry, and Topper all playing multipliers but landing on an incorrect answer. 5 gigabytes. They stated you could hold 1,000 songs, assuming that you encoded them in quality not quite as good as a CD. 5 gigabytes was the answer. Imagine that, and now we've got things like this, where the minimum storage capacity is 64, or is it 128 now? I don't even know. But yeah, Crazy how much cheaper storage has become in the last 20 or so years. Anyway, let's see what difference that does make as we reorder the board. And Jogging has just slipped into the danger zone as Flyboy makes his escape, jumping up to 9th place. And that is going to be the end of the round. Inca finishing on top with 107. Robert Webb in second with 104. And Mr. Vertigo in third with 83. You three will get a little boost as we go into round 3. And you will be joined there by Puzzle the Elf, Jerry Ares, Manic Volcanic, Cola Colin, Flyboy, Silver Electron, Silent Marine Shapes, Marcini, Mark, Stimson, Angle, AB, Zeus, Samster, Fetz, Astrogali, and Opsy, all of whose points will reset to 0. We will see you in round 3 and very well played, you 21. Unfortunately, though, they've had a little bit too much warm white wine. They've tried to photocopy one too many pieces of their appendage on the photocopier, and the boss has quietly come, or the boss's PA has quietly come over and says she thinks it's probably best if they have an early night. Thank you very much for playing, but for Jogging, Ben, Ape, Suyu, Conrad Lack, JR, and Topper, it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye. They do, of course, continue playing in the Boneyard game, where there is still a crown and a medal available, and, of course, pennies up for grabs, too. How are these It's the Christmas party jokes going down as people are eliminated? I think it's because it is my office Christmas party tomorrow, so it sort of feels seasonally appropriate that now is the time I'm going to make jokes about when players are eliminated. It's like you're leaving the Christmas party. I'll keep riffing on them and see how well I do. Welcome to the stream, Flyboy. Good escape there, the end of that last round. Oh, it's just witty banter, Topper. Witty banter. I'll tell you all about it one day. Good one, Ben. Self 5. Right, round 3. I mean, flashbacks to my time in the Catane server. It is bomb disposal made simple. 5 questions in this round. Multiplying will once again double your points, and nerfing in this round will give you 10 points. That's half the number of players rounded down. We are going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players in this round, leaving us with just 13, and then we'll lose 7 in the final round, leaving us with a 6-player final. Is bomb disposal made simple? We've all been there. Little Timmy got the newest toy for Christmas, accidentally put the wrong kind of batteries in. For some reason he chose the ones that were glowing green, and now you have to reverse engineer the toy's wiring so it works without turning everything within a 5-mile radius into a smoking crater. Standard Odie family Christmas. Just follow the prompts, you'll be fine. Riff, welcome to the stream. It's almost like I summoned you with the I keep riffing. Yeah, you are a verb. You are now a verb as well as a proper noun. Bit of a heads up on this, because the answer order is determined by RNG. The answers will not be in the same order every time. They will not be in the same order every time. That's the only piece of information I'm going to give you. So, Inca on 10, Robert Webb on 7, Mr. Vertigo on 5. It's bomb disposal made easy. If it feels a bit Catane-y, well, you're probably right. Let's find out. Let's play Danger Zone. Starting off with something easy. Cut the cerulean wire, the blue wire, the yellow wire, the red wire, the green wire. It's blue. Cerulean is the shade of blue used in the logo of the UN, for anyone who was interested. And thank you, Pokemon. Yes, all the Gen 1 Pokemon cities are named after various colours. And Cerulean City is the home of Misty, who is the water leader, so it makes sense that that would be blue. Or just know that Cerulean is blue is another alternative. Most players getting that one right. Jerry was fastest, Shapes was second. Inca, Fetz and Vertigo were third, fourth and fifth, all 3 of them with multipliers. Other multipliers coming in, Puzzle the Elf, Astrogali, Robert Webb, Mark, also multiplying on this question, getting themselves double points. It's going to be a strong start for a lot of players. Let's reorder the board. And we've still got a tie in the danger zone. There's 9 players in there at the moment, because we've got a tie between Puzzle the Elf and Opsy, both of them on 10. Inca with the lead, Vertigo in second, Fetz in third. Let's go on to question number 2. Cut the wire of the colour preceding Magic Orchestra in the name of an electronic band fronted by Ryuichi Sakamoto. Ryuichi, possibly. Cut the wire of the colour preceding Magic Orchestra in the name of an electronic band fronted by Ryuichi Sakamoto. And this is what I meant by the answers won't be necessarily be in the same order every time. So this time it's gone red, yellow, green, blue. But all the answers will be, I think they're all red, yellow, green, blue. I think, but don't quote me on that. Was it Ryuichi? Is that how you say the Street Fighter character? Is it Ryu? Because I always called him Ryu growing up. I don't know if I've just been saying it wrong for 30, however many years old I am. Years. It's the Yellow Wire, for what it's worth. Alongside Kraftwerk, Yellow Magic Orchestra formed the first wave of electronic music in the late 1970s. Yellow Magic Orchestra. Shapes was fastest with a multiplier. Ink was second. I Am Not Eric was third with a multiplier. Jerry was fourth, and Manic Volcanic was fifth with a multiplier. Just those three multipliers coming in there, and a couple of nerfs. Colin and Marcini both nerfing for the flat rate of 10. Let's reorder the board. Flyboy goes from one end of the danger zone to the other, but is currently still in the danger zone, along with Colin, Astrogali, Marcini, Puzzle the Elf, Simpsons, Angle, Silent Marine, and AB Me. Four of them with a help still available. Inca leading the pack, Shapes in second, Robert Webb and Samster tied up in third. Let's go on. Question number 3. Take a look. Leave alone all of the wires that are colours in the flag of Lithuania. Cut the one that is not. The yellow wire, the green wire, the blue wire, the red wire. The vexillology, or double-layered vexillology for you there. Ink was fastest, Shape second, AB Me third with a multiplier. Zeus was fourth, and I Am Not Eric was fifth. Just the one multiplier, no other helps being used in that question, or on that question. Oh, I just had the lobby's just reconnected apparently, so hopefully you're all still connected to me. Yeah, the blue wire is the answer. It's a horizontal tricolour of yellow, then green, then red, but no blue. Let's reorder the board. Ink still with the lead. Shapes in second, Sam in third. Flyboy, Stimson, Cola, Colin, Astrogali, Marcini, Puzzle, and Silent Marine all in the danger zone with 2 questions to go. Let's see. Behave, chat. Let's see what comes with question number 4. Take a look at this. Cut the wire of the colour of the shell itself in the middle of the shell logo. The blue wire, the yellow wire, the green wire, the red wire. That's a yellow wire. When I was proofing this, I was sure it was red, and I ended up sort of slightly Mandelaing myself. It's the logo consists of a yellow shell with a red border. There's a red border around the shell, but the shell itself is yellow. Jerry Ellis was fastest with a multiplier for 42 points. Silent Marine second, Fetz was third, Mark was fourth, and Astragali was fifth. Other multipliers coming in there, Zeus and Silver Electron, both multiplying on correct answers. Very well done there. No other helps being used. Let's reorder the board. With 1 question to go, Inca has the lead, Shapes in second, Jerry now in third, and Opsicola, Astrogali, Silent Marine, Marcidi, Flyboy, Colin, and Puzzle the Elf in the danger zone. Opsicola, Silent Marine, and Flyboy all with help still available. Pretty close between Opsi and Stimpson, though Stimpson also has a help available just outside the danger zone. Then a bit of a gap up to Mark, currently on 50. Best of luck to you all. Here's question 5. Cut the wire of the colour of the cheese and onion flavoured Pringles can. The blue wire, the red wire, the green wire, the yellow wire. Leader Inca getting it wrong there. Most others getting it right. Jerry was fastest, Vertigo second, Silver Electron third, Cola was fourth, and AB Me was fifth. Multipliers coming in from Opsy, Stimpson's Angle, and Silent Marine, all of them correct, and 1 multiplier for Flyboy, who was not correct. Couldn't do it a second time, Flyboy, bad luck. That is going to be curtains for you. Yeah, it's the green wire. They're inverting the Walker's colours like absolute maniacs. I think that's a note that I added. Because yes, it's that Walker's green is salt and vinegar and cheese and onion is blue. But on Pringles, they inverted it because they're madmen, obviously. Let's reorder the board for the final time this round. Cola not quite doing enough despite that correct answer. Not quite doing enough to get out of the danger zone. Could have used that help, but I know that's Colo's principle. He tends not to use his help in this game. At the end of that, Shapes finishes on top with 101. Jerry in second with 100. And Inca slips to third, finishing on 97. You three will get a little boost going into round 4. And you'll be joined there by Sam, Vertigo, Manic Volcanic, Fetz, ABB, Zeus, Robert Webb, Silver Electron, Stimpson's Angle, and Mark, all of whose scores will be reset to 0. It does mean, though, unfortunately, for Silent Marine, Cola, Opsy, Astrogali, Marcini, Flyboy, Puzzle the Elf, and Colin, you've had a bit of a dance. You got through the Secret Santa, and your boss has come out to tell you that they've been really pleased with the work you've been doing this year, but unfortunately, it's all been just a bit too much. So much stress building up to Christmas. And of course, it's been a late night after late night as they have so many parties to go to. This is just one too many. And it's going to be a slightly early night for you guys. Thank you very much for playing. But it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye. And off they pop into their Uber. Keep quizzing and nobody explodes. I like that. So then there were 13 players remaining. Shape starts on 6, Jerry on 4, Inca on 3, everyone else resetting to 0. Cola with the Boneyard Crown at the moment of 9 out of 15. And all helps have been reset for the final time because, of course, you don't get your helps back in round 5 and there is no boost going into round 5. Your scores start on the total number of questions you've answered correctly minus the number of times you've been in the danger zone. So, yeah, being in the danger zone can be really quite damaging for later on in the game. But 7 of you will be eliminated and 6 of you will get to play our danger zone final. Let's take a look at round 4. I don't recommend it now that I've said. If I've said it, it normally means I'm reading a raid message, unless it's something you suggested. But JR got Keep Quizzing and Nobody Explodes in first. Die Hard or Die Quizzing, that's quite fun. A Good Day to Quiz Hard, that's quite good as well. Some good raid messages coming in tonight. Good suggestions. We'll take a look at those a bit later on. For now, we're going to play round 4, which is Highway to the Gefahrenzone. Die Gefahrenzone! Which is probably German for danger zone. 5 questions this round. Multiplying is going to double your points. Nerfing is going to get you a flat rate of 6 points. So sometimes, depending, remember how the question is, how you think the question has been answered, sometimes nerfing can be a better strategy than playing a multiplier. But yes, Highway to die Gefahrenzone. You know how most of the traditional bits that the British do at Christmas were basically nicked from the Germans. When Queen Victoria's hubby demanded we started to do things the proper way. Here's a round on all things German. Totally not an excuse to flaunt that one time you did it in Duolingo in 2020 and then gave up when you didn't have to legally stay indoors 24 hours of the day anymore. Only, of course, invoking only the positive memories of our lives at Christmas time, because, of course, that's the thing we do at Christmas. We look back on the happier times, like COVID. Remember that? Is that 4 years? 5 years ago. Danger Zone. That's very clever, Jerry. I like that. Danger Zone. I'm struggling to come to peace with the fact that come March, it will be 5 years since the first lockdown. 5 years. Where does 5 years go? Funnily enough, COVID's not funny, but funnily enough, I've got my 5-year anniversary coming up in January. Something might be happening. I think it's going to be the 3rd stream of season 17. It might be the 1st. I haven't yet decided yet. But yeah, 5 years since the pandemic. A bit mad, isn't it? Anyway, Highway to die Gefahrenzone, yeah. It's around all about things German. I'm going to drop the German accent now for fear of getting muted. Anyway, good luck to you all. Let's play Danger Zone. Sorry, let's play Gefahrenzone. Danke, Mr. Vertigo. Danke. Question 1. In which sport in Germany can you win the DFB Pokal? Football, water polo, basketball, or handball? Das ist in Fußball. Fußball, ja. The DFB Pokal, the Deutscher Fußballbund Pokal, is basically the German version of the FA Cup. Bayern Munich have won it 20 times because of course they have. ABME was fastest and with a multiplier. Robert Webb was 2nd, Silver Electron was 3rd, Inca was 4th, and Mark was 5th, also with a multiplier. No other help's being used there. Let's reorder the board. Standard danger zone size already, such is the nature of this round. In fact, we've even got a player in there with points. Jerry Harris currently on 4, and in the danger zone, AB Me at the top, Mark in second, Inca in third. Let's go on, question number 2. An Angela Merkel impression. I don't know how to do that. What is the name of the 1963 TV comedy sketch that is aired as a New Year's Eve tradition across German-speaking countries? Dinner for all, dinner for none, dinner for one, dinner for two. Note to self, don't try and vape with the air hole closed. You end up dying or choking. Dinner for one. I thank QI for this particular nugget of information. This two-man sketch is about a woman celebrating her 90th birthday with her 4 closest friends. Unfortunately, she doesn't know that they all died years ago, and they're being impersonated by her butler, who gets steadily incredibly drunk throughout. It's one of those things, it's a bit like The Great Escape in this country, but the Germans take it to extreme lengths, because I think it's on like every channel at the same time every year. And that they they sit around and gather as families and watch it together. Apparently, it sounds like quite a wholesome tradition, to be honest. Rudolph is sitting on a shed. I like that one. Same procedure as last year. Same procedure as every year. Also coming in. But yes, Dinner for One is the name of that sketch. AB Me was fastest. Robert Webb, I Am Not Eric, and Inca was second, third, and fourth. All of them with multipliers, 24, 22, and 20 points respectively. And Simpsons Angle was fifth. Other multipliers coming in there, just Shapes also using a multiplier for double points, coming in a smidge after Inca. And presumably a smidge after... Oh, coming in on the same frame as Simpsons Angle, curiously enough. Lovely stuff. Let's reorder the board. Mark slips from second down to sixth, just above that danger zone line for now. AB Me retains the lead, only by 3 points though now. Robert Webb is in second and Inca is in third. Let's go on. Question number 3. Weekend at Bernie's the Christmas show. It sounds a bit like that, doesn't it, JR? It does a bit. Question 3. When did Oktoberfest start this year? The 21st of September, the 7th of October, the 21st of October, or the 14th of October? #21st of September, most of us seeing through that question. Yeah, it always ends in October, but it always starts in September. Always ends in October, but starts in September. The Germans probably think this is a really funny joke. I don't know if they do or not. My best mate's wife is German, so I'll ask her. I'm seeing her this weekend, so... well, I'll find out. I'll report back. 21st of September is the correct answer. Zeus was fastest, Shapes was second, Jerry third with a multiplier, Mark was fourth, and AB Me was fifth. Vertigo also multiplying but incorrect, and Manic Volcanic choosing to nerf that question for the flat rate of 6. Let's reorder the board. With 2 questions to go, it's pretty close around that danger zone line. Most helps have been used, but there's 4 players still with them, and they're all in the danger zone, so keep your eyes on them because it could still change in these next 2 questions. AB Me still with the lead, Inca in second, Robert Webb and Shapes now tied in third. Let's play on question number 4. Do you remember 21st night of September, etc.? What's the name of that one fairy tale looking castle in Bavaria, southeast Germany? Neuschwabenstein, Neuschwedestein, Neuschramstein, or Neuschwanstein? It's Neuschwanstein. And I think I've just written in here, hashtag make Ben say things. I got no pronunciation notes. Give me a break, Lewis. Clarkson gets pronunciation notes when he does Millionaire, and he's not under time pressure either, and he still manages to get them wrong sometimes. Neuschwabenstein, Neuschwedestein, Neuschramstein, or is it Steen or Stein? No soup for you. When two vowels go walking, the second does the talking. That is the first time I've ever heard that axiom, Lewis, but that's a really useful one. I'll try and remember that. When 2 vowels go walking, the second one does the talking. So, Neuschwabenstein, Neuschwedenstein, Neuschramstein, or Neuschwanstein? Neuschwanstein. Yes, I got there. I got there eventually after Lewis's very helpful tip. Yes, no, I'm there. No, oh, Neu. Is it Neu? Neuschwabenstein. Neuschwabenstein. Neuschwedenstein. Neuschramstein. It's Neuschwanstein, anyway. Jerry was fastest, Mark was... and a message from our sponsor, Zeus, saving me from myself.
Ben.
Yes! Indeed so, Zeus. Thank you for the 45-month subscription. Let's not split hairs over German pronunciation. It's really not my area. I got a C in GCSE German about 40 years ago. No, kind of before. 20. It's fucking hell, 20 years ago. Blimey. Gnarly Quinn, welcome to the stream. Win Benstein's Castle. Like it. Very good. Lovely, 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 lovely. Jerry was fastest, Mark was second, Inca third, I am not, Eric was fourth, and Zeus was fifth. And just one nerf coming in there from Silver Electron, choosing to nerf that question for the flat rate of 6. Let's move on rapidly. And here's a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dad.
Don't mention the war.
Don't mention the war! Indeed so. Oh, look at this. We've got a tie in the danger zone. Thank you for the 100 bits, Puzzle Dan. Inca's got the lead now, just 2 points ahead of AB Me on 48. Sam and Mark are tied up in third with 40. Jerry is fourth with 39. And then we've got a tie in the danger zone. Robert Webb and Shapes both on 36 at the top end of the danger zone. We've also got Zeus in the danger zone on 27, but with a help. Silver Electron on 23 in the danger zone. Could potentially force a tie with Jerry Eris. If no, they can't. They can get... yes, they can. They could get 39 points. Could force a tie with Jerry Eris, because no multiplier left. Fetz and Simpsons Angle have both got helps left, so could multiply and double up and get themselves right out of the danger zone. Manic Volcanic and Vertigo, all hope is lost for you at this point, but do still answer the question. It's not over yet. Let's see what happens with question number 5. Which of these rounds existed on the German version of the Krypton Factor, but not the British version? Response, intelligence, strategy, or observation? And thank you for the 100 bits there, JR. They don't like it up, Mr. Man-wearing. Yeah, try to avoid bits when I'm midway through a question, but very much appreciate the bits there, JR. Thank you very much. Which of these rounds existed on the German version of the Krypton Factor, but not the British version? Response, intelligence, and observation all appear on the British version, but strategy does not. According to Only, quite a decent round this. It was like a board game where you had to use cards to advance your piece up a board, but you could leapfrog opposing pieces for free, and you could only use each movement card once. It also included reaction and logic rounds, which sounds like a lot of fun. Strategy was the correct answer. Topper taking note, which is good to see. Silver Electron was fastest there, Robert Webb was second, Shapes was third, Fetz was fourth with a multiplier, and Mark was fifth. Zeus multiplying, but incorrect, unfortunately. Am I in Time has joined the lobby and got the correct answer. Unfortunately not there, Clive, but welcome to the stream. Fetz multiplying, Stimpson's Angle multiplying, but also incorrect on that one. Let's reorder the board and see what's going to happen at the end of round 4. Oh! Interesting. We have got a tiebreak. We haven't seen a tiebreak in Danger Zone for a while. It's not a 5th set tiebreak, but regular tiebreak. We've got Inca, Mark, Robert, AB Me, and Shapes all safely through to the Danger Zone final. We are going to lose Jerry, Silver Electron, Zeus, Stimpson's Angle, Manic Volcanic, and Vertigo. But it's either going to be Fetz or Samster who becomes the 6th player in the final, or the 7th player to be eliminated, because we have got a tie. Very interesting. Well, let's play our 4th set tiebreak. Fetz and Samster, you've both gone orange on the strap. This indicates only you can answer this question. And this question will be in the form of a number. You must answer as a number. Whoever gets closest to the correct answer will retain their score. The one who is furthest away will lose a point and drop into the danger zone. Hope that makes sense. 15 seconds as ever to get your answers in, and the very best of luck to you both. Here is your tiebreaker question. How many words are there in total in Shakespeare's shortest, The Comedy of Errors, and longest, Hamlet, plays combined? How many words in total in those two combined plays? Sam's in. Fetz, just in the nick of time. Fetz going for 2,500. Samster going for 26,600. How many words are there in total in Shakespeare's shortest and longest plays combined? The correct answer 45,258, and it's Sam who was closer. Very well done, Sam. You have survived. Your coin exits the danger zone, and it's Fetz who drops down, off by a factor of 10, or a factor of 20 probably, because you're about half. Times it by 10, and then Samson was about half, and Fetz about half, and then divided by 10. Yeah, 45,258 words in those two plays combined. Hamlet is a long play. Comedy of Errors is around about 3,500 on its own, I think. Maybe even longer than that. Anyway, we have our 6 finalists: Inca, Mark, Robert Webb, AB Me, Shapes, and I Am Not Eric. Of those 6 players, I believe I Am Not Eric, aka Samster, and Inca have already won a Quizmas prize, which means Mark, Robert Webb, AB Me, and Shapes, you are going to be scrumming it out for the £10 selection box prize. Of course, medals are still available as always in Danger Zone: gold, silver, and bronze, and they will still apply even if Inca or Sam wins them. They can still get a gold medal. If you're in the Boneyard, don't forget you can still get the Boneyard medal, and you're still playing for pennies for questions answered correctly. But we've got the small matter of our remaining players in the Danger Zone: Vertigo, Manic Volcanic, Stimpson's Angle, Zeus, Silver Electron, Jerry, and Fetz. Fetz giving it a good battle in that tie break, but unfortunately not close enough. It's been a great party. You've had a fantastic year, and you've got all the way to the end of the party. And then when Bertha from accounting says that she's having an after party at hers and the hot tub is going to be open, you say, that's just a bit much for me. But you got through most of the party. You had a really good night, and but the prospect of Bertha and her hot tub is just a bit much for you. You're going to go home, you're going to have another beer, and you're going to fall asleep on the sofa fully clothed and wake up in the morning with a hangover, but with 3 weeks off, and it's going to be wonderful. Thank you very much for playing, U7, but it is the end of the round. You're in the Danger Zone, which means we have to say goodbye. I will not. Apologise. Yeah, there we go. I thought that'd bring some rave messages in. Hashtag after party at Bertha's. Hashtag Big Bertha's Big Hot Tub. Love it. I like my party narrative. I will not condone anyone telling me to hurry up. My Christmas party narrative. Did I say birthday party? My Christmas party narrative is funny, damn it.
Pain.
Yeah, I know. Feed Big Bertha. Apologies, Bertha. Weekend at Bertha's. Yes. Oh, these are all brilliant. Oh, thank you, JR. I'm enjoying the story. I don't know how it's going to end yet. I'm making it up as we go along. The narrative's lovely, but it keeps occurring. Of course it does. Because at the end of every round, because it's a Christmas party. That's what we're doing. I won't hear a word against it. Anyone who doesn't like it, feel free just to phase out for a couple of seconds. Right. Inca, Robert Webb, Shapes, Mark, I Am Not Eric, and AB Me. Here's a message from our sponsor, JR Plays Games.
My contribution to the Big Bertha's Big Hot Tub Fund.
Very much appreciated, JR. Thank you for the 100 bits. I'll pass them on to Big Bertha. You 6 are our Danger Zone finalists. Your scores have been determined by the number of questions you've gotten right, minus the number of times you have been in the Danger Zone in any form during the game, even if it was during a tie. Though not if you were in the Danger Zone at the start of the round. That won't count against you. Inca on 16, Robert Webb and Shapes are on 13, Mark's got 12, Samson's got 10, and AB Me has got 6. But all to play for, because there's another 5 questions, potentially 6 points for each one, which means the 30 points up for grabs. Let's take a look at the rules. As always, round 5 is general knowledge. 5 questions in this round. Multipliers and nerfs are inactive, so it's just your brain, no helps available. As I've explained, you start with a score equal to your total correct answers minus your total Danger Zone appearances. The player with the highest score at the end of the game will be the winner. And of course, Danger Zone is the one game in the oeuvre of game night content and game night formats where we cannot have a tied gold medal. Every other game, it will just pay out 2 gold medals, not in Danger Zone. We will go to a 5th set tiebreak if we have a tie at the end of question number 5. I wish you all the very best of luck, particularly the 4 who have not yet won a Quizmas prize. They're going to be vying for that £10 selection box. Let's see what they can do. Good luck. Let's play Danger Zone. Starting with this. What day does Christmas Day fall on this year? Friday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday? Oeuvre. Yes, oeuvre is a good word. We had German references earlier on, now there's a French reference. It's a Wednesday. I am assured this came up on Sunday, so we've got a bit of deja vu on the cards here. Hey, this is what's going to happen if you're going to write Christmas questions across 3 different streams. You're going to get some repeats. There were 2 other repeats in Oni's earlier round, which were repeats from the pod, which we did change. Oni made the decision to keep this one in because, yeah, never a recall test. But we didn't have 3 repeated questions, so, you know, there's that. Correct answer is Wednesday, of course. Robert Webb was fastest, Mark was second, I'm not Eric third, Shapes was fourth, Inca was fifth, and AB Me was incorrect. Let's reorder the board. Coda 2 points clear of the Boneyard Crown. Just needs 1 more question right to guarantee the... 2 more questions right to guarantee the crown for the Boneyard. My, look at this. Inca, Robert, Webb and Mark all have 18 at the moment. 3-way tie at the top. Shapes just behind on 16. Sam just behind that on 14. AB Me, a little way to go on 6. But pretty close at the moment with 4 questions to go. Let's take a look at the next. By area, which UK county is larger? East Riding of Yorkshire, North Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, South Yorkshire? It is very much in Yorkshire, Colin, but it's North Yorkshire specifically. It's north is 3,341 square miles. East Riding is 956 square miles, the west is 783 square miles, and the south is 599 square miles. So it's not really all that close in the end, is it? According to Ernie, but yeah, nearly 3,500 square miles for the north. It's vast and wild and unkempt and not particularly densely populated either. AB Me was fastest there in a reversal of fortune. Inca was second, and Shapes was third. The other 3 getting it wrong. In fact, that's an exact reversal of the order you answered last time, because AB Me got it wrong last time, Inca was 5th, and Shapes was 4th, and now you're 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So, a bit of a reversal. Let's see what that does to the scores. Shapes shooting up to 2nd, still behind Inca, who's got 23 at the top, Shapes with 20. Robert Webb and Mark both still tied on 18. Sam on 14, AB Me moving up the ranks, still in 6th, but closing down the gap now on 12. 3 questions to go, 18 points available. Let's take a look at question number 3. Typically found in French cities, what is Le Zénith? A clothing store, a restaurant, a supermarket, or a concert arena? It's a concert arena, and just Shapes getting it right there. Le Zénith, starting with Zenith Paris in 1984, the Zenith group of indoor arenas now have 17 across France. En France. Concert arena is the correct answer. Not many getting that even in the Boneyard game, but very well done if you did, particularly to Shapes getting 6 points. That is going to give you the lead. Let's reorder the board. Shapes shuffles into first, now going from a 3-point deficit to a 3-point advantage with 2 questions to go in the final. Shapes has 26, Inca has 23, Robert Webb and Mark both have 18. I am not Eric has 14 and AB Me has 12. There's still 12 points available, which means AB Me can just about hope for a silver medal. Sam can still hope to tie the top spot with Shapes at the moment, depending how Shapes gets on here. Top 4 players, though, there is still all to play for, as Robert Webb and Mark can both potentially achieve, at the moment, can potentially achieve 30. Let's see what they make of this. Question number 4, take a look. What is 11111 times 11111? 1 2 3 4 4 3 2 1 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 2 1 or 1 2 3 4 3 2 1? Inca putting the pressure right back on. It's 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 2 1. It's just maths, isn't it? I have nothing further to add on that question, but AB Me was fastest, I am not Eric was second, and Inca was third. This is going to make things very interesting. I think Inca's going to have the lead by 1 point. But of course, he's already won the Quizmas prize. Let's see what it has done to the scores. My. Inca and Shapes. Shapes, you are guaranteed now the Quizmas selection box prize. You cannot be caught by Samster, who is in 3rd place. You can get a maximum of 25, and also Samster's already won it, so already won a Christmas prize. So congratulations, Shapes. You have won the Quizmas selection box prize, but bigger stakes are here. The gold medal of Danger Zone. Inca currently has advantage on 27. Shapes currently in the silver spot on 26. And Sam is in third, the bronze spot on 19. Robert Webb, AB, me and Mark now all on 18. Can all potentially get up to 24. Could all potentially steal the bronze off Samster. So it's a final question where anybody could be a medalist. We've also got the potential for the gold place tie if Shapes gets it right first and Inca gets it right second. Let's find out. Good luck to you all. Here is question number 5. The aortic valve in your heart directly connects the aorta to which chamber? Left ventricle, right atrium, right ventricle, or left atrium? The answers have very conveniently not arranged themselves according to how the heart is actually laid out. But it is just Shapes getting that one right for 6 points. He is going to not just get the selection box, he's also going to take the gold medal, just beating Inca to it. Everyone else getting it wrong. It is the left ventricle. The aorta is where oxygenated blood from the heart is transferred throughout the body. The cycle goes vena cava to right atrium, which is the top right bit, to the right ventricle, which is the bottom right bit, to the lungs, to the left atrium, the top left bit, then the left ventricle, the bottom left bit, then the aorta, and then the rest of your body. So yeah, heart, lungs, back, and around. So yeah, hopefully that makes some level of sense. Let's reorder the board for the final time and check out the final scores. It's Cola who takes the Boneyard medal with 16 questions correct out of 25. And Innes, welcome to the stream. I know you've been here a while, but you know, that's what we do here. Just going to bring up your medal cabinets just so I can have a little peep at them. Mark, ABME, and Robert Webb all going out on the bubble, all finishing on a nice tied score of 18 in the final. Good hustle, you three, but unfortunately not to be on this occasion. Samster picks up the bronze medal with 19, just a point ahead. And Samster, that is your 8th bronze medal in Danger Zone to go with your 4 silvers and your 10 golds. Inca, with 27 points, picks up the silver medal, and that is going to be your 10th silver medal to go with your 6 gold, 4 bronze, and 1 lobby. But our champion is We Like Shapes, and that is... Oh, Shapes, you've upset your cabinet. You had 4 of each. You had 4 gold, 4 silver, 4 bronze, and 4 lobby. Now you've got 5 gold, 5 silver, 5 gold, 4 bronze, 4 silver, 4 lobby. So the evenness of your medal cabinet is broken, but a 5th gold for your cabinet. Huge congratulations. Your Danger Zone champion is We Like Shapes. And Cola, just to let you know, that is your 10th Danger Zone lobby medal. You've not medal on the top 3 podiums, but you've got your 10th lobby medal. So into double figures for your lobby medals, Cola. Good hustle, great game, very, very well played. And it's Shapes who is the champion of the 6th game of Quizmas. Huge congratulations to you, Shapes. £10 Steam, PayPal, or Amazon coming your way. I'll get in touch with you in Discord to arrange transference of that. And huge congratulations. A gold medal, so it's not even a deferred. Not even a deferred prize. It's a fully won and fully deserved prize. So very many congratulations. Not that we can draw anything more than an anecdotal conclusion, but I was on 0 gold medals before the Universal Controller became a thing. Is that right? I think the Universal Controller makes things easier to play, personally, especially multiple choice games like this, because rather than having to type things. Because I don't think Danger Zone ever had the hackbox treatment. It went straight from Twitch chat to Universal Controller. So it's... yeah, multiple choice games are so much easier on the Universal Controller. It just means you can react a lot faster rather than having to type, look for the key, type, and then press enter. So yeah, I'm fully with you on that. But yeah, that is the end of the game. And can I extend a huge thanks to Oni for providing us with a lovely, subtly festive Christmas pack. A little bit of an insight into Oni's Christmas there, I think, certainly with the red wire, blue wire game, possibly, and blowing things up. But Oni, very grateful to you for your efforts. A lovely little Quizmas pack there, and your champion is We Like Shapes. Gang, I'm going to play some adverts, and then I'm going to take a short break while we play our mid-time game, which is going to be Hacker, as written by 8Minky. I will say this now, loudly and often, that this game is still played through Twitch Whispers. Don't try and... Oh, no, it's not there. I can't do it there anymore. I can do it on the app, though, can't I? Whisper. Don't try and join on the Universal Controller, because you won't be able to. And the app will probably just crash on you. And then you'll say, I can't join the game. And then the game will have started and it'll be too late because you've got to get in the beginning of this game. Otherwise, you can't join in at all. I'll play some adverts first. So if you're not subscribed, you'll see some adverts. But I won't get Hacker started until after the adverts have cleared. It just means anyone joining late avoids pre-rolls. So then we'll play Hacker, and then we'll have our supplementary game, which tonight is Data Leak, as written by Arun Aromatics. Proof by Nando. Very grateful to both of the guys for their contributions to this. Lots to look forward to. I had a quick look through earlier on, and it's really good stuff. Proper Arun core, as it were, or Robert Webb core, as I should probably call it now. Lots to look forward to still on this Quizmas edition of Game Night, and that's all going to be coming up in just a few minutes' time. Thank you again to Oni, and congratulations to Shapes, the 6th game of Quizmas and Danger Zone champion. I'll see you after the break. And a bit of festive jazz to lighten the mood just while the adverts play, and I'll give you some bonuses as well. Let's go. Shapes wins if you want to claim 260 pennies. Just type Shapes wins in the next 60 seconds to claim 260 pennies. I'm not going to just make it through with just one bottle of wine. I am going to have to go and open another one. So, yeah, roll some adverts, and then we've got Hacker coming up as written by 8Minky, which I will watch quietly from my chair. I might lose the jump because I'm very, very hot as well at the moment. And then Data Leak as written by Arun. Still plenty of trivia and plenty of fun to be had this Quizmas edition of Game Night. So we'll see you when it all carries on in about 3 minutes' time. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. GG's to Apodo Nuevo there. And very many thanks to 8Minky for a delightful little pack of Hacker right there. Hope you all enjoyed it. Oh, I really need to reskin this game, don't I? I'm just trying to think if I can eke it out into a full hosted format, because it's quite long for a warm-up game, but it's so easy to write for. Could I stretch this into a full format? Because the format's already there. I need to reskin it in such a way that makes me post it as well. It's a 2025 idea. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, Topper. And it is fine as a warm-up game, but it's quite long as well. I mean, it needs a reskin. I'm just thinking if I'm going to have to reskin it anyway, is there a way to make it more inclusive for everyone and give me another game to put on the roster for hosting? Also, it's a game I can reskin and tweak slightly because it's not a new format, but something for me to mull over. Anyway, congratulations to Apodo, and thank you again to Ape. And just before I close down the build, for fuck's sake. So my vape pen, the little catch on the bottom which unclips the battery department, that has come loose, so it won't stand up straight anymore. It now keeps falling over, which is very annoying. My PC sounds like it's about to explode. I don't have online legs, which makes me think, yeah, and I'm right. Oh, frick off. I have not set the frame rate map cap on this. Application.target frame rate equals 60. Which is why my PC sounds like it's about to explode, because it's trying to run it at about 250 frames a second, which is probably what causes many crashes. Save. Sure, save that as well. Yeah, if that gets another outing, hopefully it won't fry my PC. I was going to wait for my PC to stop whirring quite so much. Anywho, opportunity for me to do a little bit of continuity right here. So, if you want to go and follow Ash the Bash. That's not how I do that one. It's the other one. It's that one. Go and follow Ash the Bash, because Quizmas continues with him tomorrow with the 7th game of Quizmas, and the 7th game of Quizmas that has been written by yours truly. So that should be very exciting. I hope you can all go and partake in that. I will try and tune in as best as I can. I will be probably in a bar by that point. It may still be in a restaurant in Cardiff on my work due. So I can't guarantee I'll be able to be there, but I will be sure to catch up on the VOD, and I'll try and make a flying appearance on my phone at least one point. So that's tomorrow on Bash's stream, twitch.tv/80_bash for the 7th game of Quizmas. I am then back on Saturday with the 8th game of Quizmas. Very excited to be sharing that with you. That's going to be coming this Saturday, and it's got some complimentary Plinko with it. Yes, Plinko to warm us up, and then into the 8th game of Quizmas. And then Topper 1 Gaming is gonna be here on Sunday with the 9th game of Quizmas. Possibly 9th. Is it 9th and 10th, Top? Is it 9th or is it 9th and 10th? Because I can't remember. It's one of them. But Topper on Sunday as well. I'm then, of course, going to be back next Thursday with Quizmas number 11, plus Battlefront by Cola, and Spotlight is our supplementary game next Thursday. And then season finale, Saturday week, 21st of December for Quizmas number 14. And Crossfire, as written by me. And before anything else, because that's just about it with the continuity, is Stream Doggo. Say hi, Stream Doggo. Say hi, Stream Doggo. Oh, yes. Papa. Papa comes to say hello and have his fuss. Yes, I saw that, JR. Thank you for that. I'm going to merge that in. It'll probably be on Saturday now. But yes, I did see that it will get merged before Spotlight is next played. Just the 9th game on Sunday. Okie dokie. Thanks. Oh yes, you're doing a double header on your on the 15th, 16th, aren't you? Hello, Papa. How was the bed? Were you sleeping on the bed? What a good Papa. You want to go up a bit so we can see you all a bit clearly and all of your pretty colourings. There you are. Look at this friendly, handsome boy. He is so sweet. You're looking at the floor. Do you want to get down? It's a bit warm in here for dogs. Is it too hot for dogs? Is it too hot for dogs? Right, off you go then. No? Are you staying? Oh, apparently he's staying. Well, we're going to do some data leak. Are you going to host? Are you going to host, Stream Doggo? Welcome to game night. My name is Dexter. No, the camera's there. You have to talk. There, you have to talk into the microphone. The dog eating any part of the very real Christmas tree? Not yet. Oh, I am getting a very real Christmas tree. We're putting up a very real Christmas tree this week. Well, a very real plastic Christmas tree is going up on Sunday, I think. I wasn't going to have one this year, but I am now. Right, down you get. And out the office. I think you need to go. Got a bit warm in here for dogs, so off you pop. So yeah, Christmas tree's going up this weekend, which will be nice. Get off the. He's got out of the office now. He's gone back to his bed. Right. Let me boot up the software for Data Leak, which has been written by Arun. Very excited to be sharing this with you all this evening. I've not proofed this one, so it looks to be a really good pack though, from what I have seen. It's been proofed by Nando and written by Arun. So yeah. Very exciting things to round off this game night. I know it's getting on for 5 to 10. It's getting on a little bit late. But it's all good. Because who else? I asked earlier on and no one really responded. Is anyone else sort of on holiday as of like next week or like today? So today was my last proper day of work. Tomorrow will be driving in the morning and then Secret Santa, maybe a couple of hours work and chats and stuff in the middle. And then Secret Santa, and then out for dinner. Public, private sector, yeah, very much, yeah, in the private sector. But what it means, the thing is, say all you private sector pods, the reality is I only get like 22 days of holiday a year, plus bank holidays. 22, I think. 21. It's 22 next year. I know, because you get one extra day for each year you've been there. But so yeah, 22 days holiday, but 3 of them are sort of you. Office shutdown, so it happens around Christmas, which is fine because I always take holiday then anyway, and then obviously bank holidays. So yeah, it's anyone else off? Copying of another week of pension. It is a fresh bottle of Wise Juice. It's one of your favourites. I know you like it. Were you here, I would share it with you, but alas, you are not. What is an office shutdown? It's when the office shuts down, you have enforced leave for a few days over Christmas. I know some companies, they gift you the extra time if everyone's off anyway. Some they just take it out of your leave. So, but yeah, it's a thing I know a lot of places do. Cordoniu, I don't know what that is, so I don't know. I can have an opinion on it. kind of white, right? And the red one is just red. No, actually, I think they just have a red and a white with 19 crimes. It's a sort of Shiraz blend, I think. So it's Aussie, so I suppose it's probably Shiraz, but it doesn't actually say. But it's very nice. Rich and round with a soft, fruity finish, sweet aromatics with notes of chocolate. Different from Arun aromatics, but yeah, sweet aromatics. And there he is. Yes, there's our local sweet aromatics. Right, I'm rabbiting on, so I think we need to get on with this game. It has been written by Arun aromatics, not sweet aromatics, as I'm getting with the wine. It's been proofed by Nando, and it is Data Leak. We're going to have a lot of fun. This one is back on the Universal Controller, so get your apps ready. And by the way, welcome Pyro Pygmy, the Tigo, Shanabel, Fluid Fernando, and Apodo Nuevo. Welcome all of you to the stream. I hope you're ready to play Data Leak. And yeah, let's get on with it. It's Data Leak! Kling! KLNG is the room code you need. Come join us! Yakov Smirnov. Very Russian name there. Come and join us if you want to come play Data Leak this hour. Start my 19 grind. Cheers. Happy Quizmas, everyone. Feeling like it's getting actually close to Christmas now. I think I'm sort of warmed up for it. Great. Oh, that's punchier than the last one. Woo! There's a thing when you change wines midway through. The yellowtail that I just had before was a bit more mellow. This one has got punchier. It's slightly more bitterness to it. But I can drink this like, you know, squash a lot of the time. But when coming to it second after something slightly more mellow, but it's still very nice. Anyway, Merry Quizmas. Thank you all for joining me. It's still 50 of you here. We have 60 earlier on. Still got 50 of. So thank you all for joining me. I really do appreciate it. It's lovely to have you here. Don't forget, even more game night this coming Saturday. And of course, Quizmas transcends the game night nomenclature and is covered by Ash and Topper as well tomorrow and Sunday, as well as yesterday and Saturday. No Run Aromatics you can't play. I might be able to play, but I'm not going to. I'm going to concentrate on hosting. Testicles. That's a good name there. Good name there. Testicles. Right, another minute or so, and then I think we'll get on with this game. Oh, crap. Anymore. We have got anytime entry on this game, so you can come and join us anytime you like. I should play. I think I've seen probably too many of the questions. I've seen too many of the answers, certainly. Do you think I should? Alright, give me a minute. No, I'm not going to play Data Leak. No, I won't play. I'll tell you what. I won't play Data Leak because it's a game that requires too much mental energy to host because there's a lot of reading involved, and if I'm not reading and I'm typing, no. So I'm not going to play this, much as I would love to. I'm gonna give this one a miss just this one time. But everyone else, I hope you're all ready. Let's play Data Leak. Out to play, solve the puzzles as quickly as you can. Clues are revealed, or welcome on in Jerry Harris. Clues revealed every 10 seconds. The fewer clues you need, the more points you get. Get it wrong and you'll be frozen out for 8 seconds. Some puzzles may require your spelling to be exact. That's all there is to it. So, devices all at the ready, I hope. Round 1. It is 5 degrees. You get 5 clues, each of which will make the answer more obvious. All you've got to do is tell me what it is I'm talking about. Simple as that. If you're frozen out, you can still type during that sort of downtime, if you like. But you won't be able to submit anything until your lockout expires. Right. Good quiz bowl. Is it quiz bowl? Maybe, I don't know, maybe. Right, let's start with the first puzzle of the game, and we're looking for, if I focus on the right window, a company. For 5 points, the registered HQ of this company, co-founded by Daniel Ek, is in Luxembourg. If you managed to get it for 5, 4 points, this company was founded in Stockholm in 2006. For 3, an individual premium account on this streaming service costs $11.99 per month. For 2, the logo of this audio streaming service is predominantly green. And for 1 point, Blinding Lights by The Weeknd has had over 4 billion streams on this music streaming service. Astrogali just denying us a sea of green there. Yes, it's Spotify. I have a Spotify premium account, and when I moved house recently, I wanted to coalesce all of my bills so that they all went out in the first couple of days of the month. And apparently, there is no way of changing the Spotify date when the payment is taken, other than cancelling the subscription and then resubscribing on the day you want the payment to go out, which just seems bonkers to me. But that's the way it goes. Are you one of the top listeners of Brahms? No, funnily enough, Abe, and I can't tell if you're being serious, but I'm going to give you a serious answer anyway. I don't actually like Brahms all that much. I find him too rich. I find his music too dense. I also find it very difficult to play, so I don't play much Brahms. One or two of them, I don't mind, but Brahms is probably not in my top 10 of composers, so no, that is not me. Well done, though, if this is Deep Ben Law. Indeed so. Deep Ben Law. I'm really sorry, Zeus. There's just some things we're just not going to agree on. And Brahms, for me, right now, is just one of them. It's not Brahms, Brahms and Liszt. I like Liszt. I like Liszt. Not so keen on Brahms. Well, Brahms has got hard pieces and not so hard pieces. Liszt has got very hard pieces and not quite so very hard. Liszt, I would say, is probably harder, but depends what your technique favours. Anyway, I'm talking about classical piano, which I probably shouldn't. Let's move on and drain that puzzle. Quite a few getting 5 out of that. Apparently Daniel Ek looks like Marek Larwood, neither of whom I've heard of. And the number 1 streamed song has 4.6 billion streams of Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. I've listened to that at least 100 times, I'm sure. Let's play on. Puzzle number 2. We're looking for a city. Sospiro, possibly, Liszt. For 5 points, this city's airport is named for the politician Josep Tarradellas. Yeah, possibly a Sospiro by Liszt. I quite like that. Sposilicio is rather nice as well. For 4 points, a common urban myth states that the Eiffel Tower was originally designed for this city. For 3, by area, this is the largest city in Catalonia. For 2, the Sagrada Familia can be found in this city. And for a single point, behind Madrid, this is the second most populous city in Spain. And that time SJ denying us a sea of green, it's Barcelona, where I may be going in February for a few days. Possibly, but providing I can renew my passport before then, because it's due to expire in July, and apparently you can't travel if it's going to expire in the next 6 months, so that might be a thing that's happening. Baby Shark by Liszt, yes, that famous one. Let's drain the puzzle and move on to puzzle number 3, and we're looking for a scientist, not the one by Coldplay. For 5 points, this scientist wrote the 1881 work The Formation of Vegetable Mold Through the Action of Worms. I actually possibly might have got it from this clue. For 4 points, winners of an award named for this scientist eliminate themselves in an extraordinarily idiotic manner. That's a very Gen Z phrased question. For 3, finches commonly named for the scientists live on the Galapagos Islands. And for 2, the scientist famously sailed on the HMS Beagle. And for a single point, this scientist developed the theory of evolution by natural selection. Maybe me denying us a sea of green that time. Charles Darwin was the answer. Yeah, so what I meant by being phrased very Gen Z, winners of an award named for this scientist eliminate themselves in an extraordinarily idiotic manner. There seems to be something that seems to be creeping up on TikTok shorts that appear on Facebook, because I don't use TikTok, but that they appear when they put captions on them. They said this person eliminated themselves in the worst possible way, because apparently to say kill themselves is like not the done thing anymore. Can someone explain that to me, or am I just imagining it? Yeah. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. That's what the Darwin Awards were. The Darwin Awards were the original dumb ways to die. Yeah, unalive, otherwise you get... Again, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, 8Minky, because such is the world in which I now no longer understand. Such is the world that I now no longer understand. That is something that I could actually believe. I'm not... You're not... Okay, yeah. And it just seems a bit insane to me that... yeah... You have to say unalive or eliminate, otherwise you get demonetized on YouTube. I mean, I guess I can kind of figure out one, but man or hide words like kill, die, drug. Oh, for God's sake, world's gone mad. World has gone mad, folks, is what I would say to that. I don't know if you agree with me. I just sound like a mad old man now, complaining about the state of the world. I think it's going to drain the puzzle and move on rapidly. Answer was Charles Darwin. And we're going to move on to puzzle number 4, and we're going to... It's the kind of thing auto-modern here. Oh, yeah, I feel that you're probably not wrong there. The mad old man shoe fits... Well, I'm not wearing shoes. In fact, I've just taken my socks off because it's getting quite warm in here. So there I am, barefoot. Woo. Puzzle number 4. We're looking for a TV show. For 5. The Russian version of this TV show has a name which translates into English as Pursuit. A lot of players getting 5 there. For 4, pre-fame, the comedian Maisie Adam appeared on this show in 2016. Flavour of madness has changed. Right. For 3, the first episode of this ITV series was broadcast on the 29th of June 2009. And for 2, a regular on this show nicknamed The Vixen appeared on the X Factor Celebrity in 2019. And for a single point, Bradley Walsh hosts this quiz show where a team of 4 attempt to defeat a professional quizzer. How many players in present company have actually been on this show? What's your favourite The Chase? I don't know. I don't know the individual things. I know Paul Farrer wrote all of them. I know you've been on it, Zeus, and you've been on Beat the Chasers. Is Otley here? Because he was on The Chase. Anyone else here? BC, have you been on The Chase? You've been on The Chase, haven't you? BC's been on The Chase. Zeus has been on The Chase. Otley, who I don't think is here, but has been on The Chase. Chopper was chased once. Is it based on Brahms' 5th Concerto? Is it really? Fluffy Bunny's been on The Chase. There we go. So it's going to be faster to name people who haven't been on The Chase at this point. The Hound, best chaser. Well, there we go. Ah, you have Vixen. Vixen specifically. Lovely. Right, let's train the puzzle. It was The Chase, for what it's worth. One more puzzle in this round, and we are looking for a sport. For 5, the British athletes Ben Lane and Sean Vendy compete in this sport. Oh, Rias managing to get there for 5. So every puzzle so far has been solved for 5 by at least one person. For 4, this sport is directly derived from the other game of Pune, named after a city in Western India. For 3, this racket sport made its Olympic debut in 1992. Two more coming in to get the answer here. For 2 points, this sport takes its name from a country house in Gloucestershire, or Gloucestershire. That was Gloucestershire. publisher. And for 1, this sport involves the use of shuttlecocks. Lol. I'm guessing it's called Badminton House then. Okay, Zeus, you might have to stop that in just a minute, all right? I may explode at any minute. I quite enjoyed badminton as a sport. I was never particularly good at it, but yeah. Marcini denying us a sea of green there. We're yet to get a sea of green, but we've been one player off on, I think, 4 out of 5 of those puzzles. That's the end of puzzle 5. That's the end of round 1. Let's trade it and check out the scores. Oh, it doesn't do the jingle there anymore. No, I don't think shuttlecock is a dirty word. I think it's funny. I just think it's funny. Yakov Smirnov and Zeus are tied at the top with 22 out of 25. That's bloody good. Bloody good going in this game. Arun Aramashapes, second with 21. Inca and Rias both on 19. Apester Bunny and Sam and Testicles have got 18. BC and Fillets Navidath and Keith Barron and Manic and TDR and Tigo and Topperun and Will Self all have 17. ABB, Jerry, Pyro, Ralph, Silver Electron, you've all got 16. Astragali, Jogging and JR have got 15. Silent Marine's got 14. Opsy and Prudes and SJ and FJ all have 13. Flyboy, Marcini and Vertigo have 12. And Stilgar has got 9. Danny Gambit, welcome to the stream. Hashtag shuttlecock titular. Shuttlecock tick titular X. Oh, they've not showed up on my... They would show up on the raid message. I'll highlight that one maybe. Right, let's move on. Puzzle 2. No, round 2. I've forgotten how to host. Round 2 is a content filter, very similar to round 1 in that you'll get 5 clues all connecting a particular thing, except the clues are going to be shorter. They might be tracks from an album or chapters from a book, for example, or cities in a country or something in that vein. Be careful with syntax on this one, lads, says Arun. Oh yes, this first one, the syntax is going to be given for you in the category name. It must be exactly like that because of the 80% spelling tolerance on this game. So take note of the syntax and make sure you answer accordingly. Let's start with our first puzzle. We are looking for a century-styled something TH. For 5, the Tokugawa shogunate is established. So just write a number followed by its ordinal. For 4, construction of the Taj Mahal begins. Hello, Ash. Ash's first comment of the night, and it's up top. Syntax. Very nice. Welcome on in, mate. Hope you're well. For 3, the first Stuart monarch begins to rule England. For 2, William Shakespeare dies. And for a single point, Great Fire of London occurs. The 17th, so we did also accept 17 without the ordinal, but we wouldn't have sectored it as written out as a word. Yeah, Great Fire of London, 1666, I want to say. Apparently the Mayor of London, this is according to QI, the Mayor of London went back to bed on the first night of the Great Fire, saying that a woman might piss it out. I don't know if that's true, but it seems eminently believable. Quizmas game number 16 went very well. Nice bit of danger zone. And won by Shapes, who won the prize and won the gold medal. Though it came down to the last question. It was all very exciting. And yeah, QI reference. I need a I used to have a klaxon button. Then I realised I never used it because it required typing as well. But yeah, I should probably redo that. It'll probably take me about half an hour. Very well done. If you got some points out of there, let's drain the puzzle. If I focus on the right window, I might be able to. Yeah, use the hog. There it is. Puzzle number 2, we're looking for a surname. For 5 points, American psychologist born in 1904. Oh, Tigo just managing to get in there for 5. We've still got all puzzles solved at 5. For 4 points, creator of music act The Streets. For 3, politician nicknamed the Beast of Bolsover. For 2, school principal in The Simpsons. Chris Dugan, welcome to the stream. And for a single point, comedian who recorded 3 lines with David Baddiel and the Lightning Seeds. 3 lines on the shirt, Jules Rimet still gleaming. Just be glad I haven't got the piano in here at the moment. Skinner was the answer. Frank Skinner is the top one. Seymour Skinner is the 2-point clue. Dennis Skinner is the Beast of Bolsover, retired in 2019, or lost his seat, I think, in 2019. The other 2 I don't know, actually, and I don't have the information, but someone in chat will tell me. Tiggo managing to get 5 points there. Very well played. Superintendent Chalmers intensifies. Good stuff. Let's reorder the board. And move on to puzzle number 3. We are looking for a country for 5. Candy. We've still not yet had a puzzle that hasn't been solved at 5. For 4, Jaffna. Very much 3 lions, Briggs. For 3, that. Anuradhapura. I think. Anuradhapura. For 2, oh my god. Srijaya Wardenapura Kotta. Srijaya Wardenapura Kotta. And for a single point, Colombo. Or Colombo. They are all in Sri Lanka. Is Colombo the capital? Yes, Colombo, and Srijaya Wardenapura Kotta is also a capital of Sri Lanka. It's got 2 capital cities, presumably one judicial and one the other one. What's the other one? Judicial and what's the word for the government? Executive. Judicial and executive. And legislative is the third one I'm after, but yeah, they've only got 2. Executive is the word I was struggling for. Decorative would be, that's the one that everyone thinks is the capital, but actually isn't. Like Cape Town. Is that the decorative capital of South Africa, but isn't actually? What are the 3 of South Africa? It's Johannesburg, Pretoria, and the other one. What's the other one? Johannesburg, Pretoria, and New York City. It isn't New York City. Or New York City would be the decorative capital of the USA, yeah. Anyway, let's drain that puzzle. Someone will tell me the 3rd capital of South Africa in a minute. What a bore. What a bore, Mr. Vertigo.
What a shame.
Hopefully you'll get reconnected in a minute. Oh, is it Cape Town? Is Cape Town the 3rd capital? I don't know. Since someone's just joined the game, I'm going to give you a mode to verify. There you are. Welcome on in, Michael. Lovely to have you with us. And welcome to the stream. Michael M238. Lovely to have you. Eyes on your device. Here comes puzzle number 4. We're looking for a country of birth. Author Nadine Gordimer. Canberra is actually the capital of Australia. Sydney would be the decorative capital of Australia, I suppose. Or Melbourne, maybe. Before, surgeon Christian Bernard. 3, cricketer Kevin Peterson. For 2, criminal Elon Musk. I can't back that up. Entrepreneur Elon Musk. And for 1, activist and politician Nelson Mandela. Alleged entrepreneur. I genuinely had no idea this question was next. I did not look at the question sheet before I went on my little rant about what are the capitals of South Africa. That is entirely accidental. The answer was, though, of course, South Africa. All of those people were born in South Africa. War crime profiteer. That's a much better title. Musician Dave Matthews of the Dave Matthews Band. No one gets that rich without crimes. Maybe not awful ones, but some. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. Netherlands, the Netherlands, and Holland were no, none of the above, Astrogali, unfortunately. Oh, that's the way it goes. Let's drain the puzzle. One more in this round, and we're looking for a missing word. Let it blank. Flow Rider. For 5. Or is this going to defeat everyone? It's the first one. It has. The first one not going for 5, though a couple are straight in after for 4. Blank in. Air raid vehicle, Limp Bizkit. Blank with it, Oasis for 3. For 2, Blank over Beethoven, Chuck Berry. And for 1, I Love Rock and Blank, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. It's roll, as in let it roll, roll in, roll with it, roll over Beethoven, and I Love Rock and Roll. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. But the first puzzle that hasn't gone for a 5 point, that no one's managed to get for a 5er there. But very well done if you did get some points. Jogging denying us a sea of green on that one. But roll was the answer. Let's drain the puzzle and check out the scores. It's Yakov Smirnov has got the lead with 43. Inka's in second with 41. Zeus has 39. Arun and Sam and Tigger all have 36. TDR 35. Testicles 30. Oh, sorry, Test Icicles 34. Keith Barron and Rios on 33. Apester Bunny and Will Selfer on 32. Pyro's got 31. Jerry on 30. AB Me 29. Prugs and Silver Electron have 28. JR Opsy and Ralph have got 27. BC and Filette Navidath and Manic on 26. Astrogali and Flybo on 25. SJ's got 23. Topper Run has 22. Silent Marine 21. Jogging 19. Marcini and Vertigo on 17. Still got 15. And Michael on 7. Hashtag make Ben say testicles. Indeed so. But unfortunately, still go. You've already made 3 raid suggestions, so it's not going to pick up another one. Although I am at the 6x6 grid of beauty at the moment, where it's a perfectly square, which is all lovely. Anyway, round 3. It's any other name, and in this round, you're going to get 5 descriptions of the same word or words. In fact, I think in this round they are all single words in this, so just a single word required. The 6x6 grid of beauty. Well, it's not anymore, Topper. Thank you for the raid message suggestion. Yes, so you'll get 5 different clues. So you won't get a category in this one because they may indeed... Oh, hello. Null reference exception. That's new. Or I've not pressed a button. Let me see what that's all about. Someone typed something. Well, that's a post-process layer. Oh, my post-process layer just threw a null reference exception, which has not happened before. There we go. Hashtag press the button. Hopefully it... yeah, very rude of it. Hopefully it won't cause a problem for the rest of the game. Has the post-processing gone off? I don't think so. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, so 5 different descriptions. So you won't get a category because the things could be of 5 very different things. Let's see how you get on. And we'll start with puzzle number 1. Seems to be working fine. For 5, British journalist born in Sussex in 1947. Well done, Cola. Getting 5 for 4, reggae musician who had a 1992 hit with Informer. And for 3, Roger Hargreaves' character brought to life by Father Christmas, Mr. Blank. The first word sung in the Shakin' Stevens song, Merry Christmas, Everyone. And for a single point, form of precipitation commonly associated with winter, flakes of which have 6 points. It's Snow, in order from the 5 point up. Jon Snow, I believe, is the journalist. Reggae musician, that one I don't know. Mr. Snow, obviously the Roger Hargreaves Mr. Man character. Snow is falling all around me, it's the Shakin' Stevens song, and snowflakes are the precipitation commonly associated with winter. Well then, if you got that, just Cola picking up 5 points. Let's drain the puzzle and go on to puzzle number 2. For 5, last word in the title of a Kayla song which names Shakespearean plays and quotes. For 4, American pay TV channel launched in January 1995. For 3, Dominic Sambrook and Tom Holland podcast, The Rest is Blank. For 2, category coloured yellow in classic Trivial Pursuit. for 1, the study of past events. Wondering if jogging might be AFK at this point. History is the answer. Yeah, the last word in the title of the OK list. I don't have the notes for it. But the pay TV channel was the History channel. The rest is History as a podcast. History is yellow in Trivial Pursuit. And, of course, History is the general study of events that have happened in the past. Let's drain the puzzle and go on to puzzle number 3. The Hitlery channel. For 5. British legal drama written by Abby Morgan, which debuted in 2018, The Blank. Another one that defeats us for 5. For 4, 2016, M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong film starring James McAvoy and Anya Taylor-Joy. For 3, the largest city in the Croatian region of Dalmatia. Aliens. For 2, in 10-pin bowling, a situation where 2 or more non-adjacent pins must be knocked over. And for 1, popular ice cream dessert, banana blank. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. You've not heard that one before, Mr. Vertigo. I can't take the credit for that one. Yeah, Shyamalan Ding Dong. It's split is the word we're after. Banana split, 10-7 split, which is, of course, the worst you can get in bowling. Split is the largest city in Dalmatia. Split is the 2016 M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong film with James McAvoy and Anya Taylor-Joy. It was a precursor to the film Glass that came out in 2019. I couldn't get on with Split. I think I fell asleep in the first 10 minutes or so. I really wanted to watch Glass because it got good reviews, and it was sort of a sequel to both that and Unbreakable, which I did like. The Split is the British legal drama written by Abby Morgan. What's happening there? Point duly noted. Jogging just posting a suggestion into the Discord server in terms of optimization of the universal controller. I mean, I've stripped out as much bloat of it as I possibly can. There's nothing particularly weighing it down, and it should be locked to a frame rate of 60 FPS. So maybe it's a conversation we can have over the next few weeks. We can sit down and actually have a look and see what's going on with it, because it shouldn't be. It's a very lightweight app. There shouldn't be anything particularly bloating it down. But I'm sorry you've had to discontinue the game. You're right. That is disappointing. I'm sorry you've had to do that. Let's have a conversation about it in the next couple of weeks when I've got a bit of time jogging. That'd be good. Split was the answer to that one. Let's drain the puzzle and move ourselves on to puzzle number 4. For 5. The Blank district in Edinburgh, roughly 2 miles south of the city centre. For 4, to move slowly and carefully. And for 3, Hereford-based cider brand. I think I had one of these the other day. Very good. Monday, in fact, I had one of these. For 2, musical, Hedwig and the Angry Blank. As for a single point, imperial unit of length roughly equal to 2.54 centimetres. Inches, or any variation thereon. Inch was the answer, yeah. Inches cider. Love it. Good stuff. Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Of course, an inch is just over 2.5 centimetres. To move slowly or carefully, inching towards your target. And the Inch is the district roughly 2 miles south of Edinburgh city centre. # Edinburgh. Let's drain that puzzle. One more in this round, and no category, but score's getting a bit closer at the top. 56, 53, 51, 51. There's the clip. Thank you, Lupai. There's Edinburgh. If you don't know what we're talking about there, go check out that clip from Face Off way back in the day. 2021, that clip emerged. Back when questions weren't quite as rigorously tested as they are now. It's also just a city. It is also that. Puzzle number 5. Let's take a look. For 5 points. Common name of the flower Nelumbo nucifera. defeated us all. For 4, yoga pose in which each foot is placed on the opposite thigh. And for 3, British sports car company founded in 1948. For 2, Belgian bakery company known for their Biscoff products. And they are good. And for a single point, HBO series set in a fictional resort chain, The White Blank. It's lotus. The lotus flower is the Nelumbo nucifera. The lotus pose, which is basically cross-legged but slightly more complicated. Lotus, famous for the Elan and the Elise models. Lotus Biscoff and the White Lotus, the HBO series. The Black Lotus is the most expensive Magic the Gathering card. I didn't know that. I don't really play Magic the Gathering though, so I wouldn't have known that. But good to know. Let's drain the puzzle and check out the scores at the end of round 5. Well, Yakov Smirnov has still got the lead with 59, but is being closed in. He's being encroached upon by Inca, who's on 57. Sam and Zeus not far behind either on 55. Arun Aramashapes on 52, as is Tigo. Coda's got 50. TDR and Testicles on 48. Apester Bunny and Rias and Will Self on 46. Jerry and Ralph are 43. Opsy's got 41. Astrogali, BC, Silver Electron, all on 40. AB, me, JR, Manic, Prugs, Pyro, they've all got 38. Flyboys on 36. Fillet Navidath is on 35. SJ and Topper have got 34. Vertigo's got 31. Stilgar on 27. Silent Marine 26. Michael on 24. Marcini 21. And Jogging on 19. Well, there's 2 rounds to go and still much to play for, but things are about to get a little bit more pressure-filled as we move on to round number 4. It's the clue chain, and it's pressure-filled because in this round your spelling will count. You must give me the exact spelling, because in this round you're going to get a category and you're going to get letters gradually added to it. It's a bit like Wheel of Fortune, except you don't necessarily get all of any given letter at any given time. So if in a G appears, you won't necessarily get all of the G's in the puzzle, so to speak. Hopefully it makes sense. But as soon as you think you know it, submit an answer. The sooner you answer, the more points you get. But in this round, your spelling must be exact. Very, very important. Good luck to you all. Let's start with our first puzzle, and we're looking for an answer smash, a music act, and a sitcom for 5. A bit like Hacker as well, yes. Not like that. A Runarama Shapes getting there first for 4. Music act and a sitcom is what we're after. For 3. And for 2. That looks suspiciously like erection with the way that text message passed. Paris and direction. And for 1. Sparks and Recreation smashing together. I think it's Sparks is the band and Parks and Recreation is the sitcom. Very well done if you got that. It says pass. Indeed it does. Well done if you got some points to strain the puzzle. And move on to puzzle number 2. We're looking for an answer smash, an author and a model for 5. I've just looked down the rest of these puzzles. These are really good. For 4 points. Thank you for that suggestion, BC. That looks suspiciously like erection. For 3 now. And for 2. And for 1. And the gap closes even more as 2 only manages to get 1 out of that one. George Orwell McPherson. George Orwell and L. McPherson. Lovely little answer smash there. Very well done if you got some points to strain the puzzle. Oh, excuse me. Just a point separating the top 2 now. This erection ain't big enough for the both of us. Ooh, matron. I like that one as well. Let's go on. Puzzle number 3. We're looking for an answer smash, a novel, and a TV drama for 5. This is really good. Oh, well done. Well done, you 3, for 4 now. And for 3. That's a bit of a giveaway. Helpful, RNG is helpful. And for 2. And for 1. There we go. Bleak House of the Dragon. Bleak House by Charles Dickens, I think, and House of the Dragon, based on the history of House Targaryen by George R.R. Martin. And currently in its 2nd series. I've still not seen it yet. Nearly finished rewatching Game of Thrones, after which I probably will move on to House of the Dragon and see what all the fuss is about. We have a new leader, folks, as we drain the puzzle. Inca moves to the top spot with 68. Yakov Smirnov now trails on 67. This is not a Quizmas game, because if it were, the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have all won a Quizmas prize already. So Ape and Tiggo would be in contention, but it's not a Quizmas game, so academic. Let's move on. Puzzle number 4. We're looking for an answer smash, an actor, and an actress for 5. Game of Thrones is a bit of a bleak house, yes, that's true, Silent Green. It's like they're good, almost like they're good at quiz. I know, right? What's that all about? For 4. This is very clever. This is a very clever answer smash, I have to say. Spelling will count though, Tiggo, I'm afraid, for 3. Spelling will still count, Tiggo, for 2. That's how you spell that middle one. And for 1. Oh, mean RNG, only giving you 1 extra letter on that one. It's Steven Seagal Gadot. Steven Seagal and Gal Gadot. Actor with 1,000 quotations. Well, see, he technically is an actor, isn't he? Actor come bodybuilder come muscly person. Yeah, Steven Seagal Gadot is what we're after there. Let's drain the puzzle. I'm a particular fan of this. All of these have been brilliant, but this one is particularly tickled my funny bone. Let's take a look at puzzle number 5. We're looking for an answer smash, a philosopher and a duo for 5 points. Both of them can't sing Imagine. Well, neither of them can sing Imagine, indeed. For 4. Because there. For 3. And for 2. The first word may be the trickiest one here. For a single point now. Oh, I don't know if you got that. Immanuel Kant and Deck. I remember studying Immanuel Kant in A-level philosophy or theology, one of them. Hello, Lingo Maniac. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Hope you're keeping well. Waiting for Steven Seagal Godot. That one works, actually. You can say Godot on that one. Waiting for Godot, or Gadot. Waiting for Steven Seagal Godot. Love it. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you keep well. Yeah, Immanuel Kant. He was the categorical imperative dude, I think. Was Immanuel Kant? I can't remember what the categorical imperative was, but I remember he's the one who fashioned the categorical imperative. Did young Immanuel Kant. Not the same as John Milton or Jeremy Bentham, who we also studied briefly. I forgot, this is like half a lifetime ago, more than half a lifetime ago. How old am I now? 36, so what was half a lifetime ago? 18. Bloody hell, yeah, more than half a lifetime ago. Studied Immanuel Kant. Still remember the name. He was a bit of one, have to say. He really was. Let's drain the puzzle. And check out the scores. We've got a new leader at the end of round 4. Inca is now a point ahead of Toots. Inca on 75, Yakov Smirnov on 74. Arun Arama Shapes is still in contention though with 71, and Sam just a point behind on 70. And Zeus currently on a very nice 69. Apes the Bunny on 65, Test Icicles and Tiggo on 63. Will Self has got 62. Ralph and TDR on 59. Keith Barrett on 57. Jerry Harris on 53. AB Me's got 52. BC and JR are both on 50. Opsy and Silver Electron are on 49. Astragali and Rias are on 48. Prugs has 47. Filets Navidath is on 46. Flyboy's got 45. Manic's got 44. Pyro's got 43, as has Topper Run. SJ's on 41. Michael 36. Still got 32. Vertigo 31. Silent Breed on 30. Marcini 23. Jogging 19. But there is one more round, and this could make all the difference. There's still 25 points up for grabs, so anybody from BCJR upwards could technically still tie for a gold medal at this point. It's round 5. It's all a blur. And in this round, you're going to see a pixelated image. It's going to gradually come more and more into focus. This round the picture will not display on your devices. The only instruction on your device will be to look at the broadcast. So if you've got a bit of latency, there's nothing really I can do about that. But keep your eyes on the broadcast if you want to see the pixelation. The faster you solve it, the more points you get. At the 2-point mark, you'll get a cryptic clue to help you along on your way. Let's see how you get on. Don't give me hope. It's theoretically possible. It's unlikely, I will say, but it is possible. Good luck to y'all. Let's take a look at the first one, and we are looking for a device for 5. And for 4. And for 3. And for 2. I know a lot of people who paid a lot of money for this Apple tablet. Is your cryptic clue. Very, very small in that artist rendition there, but that is an iPad. Actually, the guy's presumably got giant hands, because that looks more like an iPhone. I'm not going to lie. If you hold it like that is either a giant individual, or it's just forced perspective or something. It might be forced perspective. I just think that person's got enormous hands. Not an anagram of paid, but it's not an anagram of paid, which we didn't get till the 2-point mark. Granted. But yeah, iPad is what we wanted there. Let's drain that puzzle. Flashing lights warning for anyone with photosensitive epilepsy, because it's going to pixelate, and then the TV's going to switch off. There it goes. Inca with the lead, 79 to Toots, 77 in second. Let's move on to puzzle number 2. We're looking for a landmark for 5. Also, this is another reason I couldn't have played it, because I have seen all of the pictures. Because I have to download the pictures and put them in manually. For 4. And for 3. And for 2 with a clue. Our Lady is what this Parisian landmark should renamed to appeal to English speakers. Should be renamed to appeal to English speakers. For a single point now. Notre Dame de Paris, or Notre Dame if you're American, but yes, Notre Dame. Notre Dame de Paris, which was recently reopened after it burnt down in spectacular fashion about 5 years ago, has since been rebuilt and reopened. Very well done if you got that. Let's drain the puzzle. Inca with the lead, but the gap closing down. Just a point between the two of them. It could be coming right down to the wire. Let's move on. Puzzle number 3. We are looking for That affects people with epilepsy. Why is it there? Normally, I put a warning on. I don't know that it affects people with epilepsy. This is the whole thing. I do need to tone down the flickering slightly, and I will look that. Put it in suggestions, and I will do it. If you write it in the Discord chat, I'm not going to remember. Put it in suggestions and mark it with a red asterisk or something, and I'll do it before we play again. But yeah, it's not a big change. I just need to remember to do it. But remind me. On we go. Puzzle number 3. We're looking for a celebrity. For 5. Good guess, Sam. Not that one. For 4. Oh no, that's not you. That's Clive. Good guess, Clive, but not that one. 3. And for 2 with a clue, this Scottish comedian and former Mock the Week regular is freakily bone idle when not performing. Anagram clue there. That's Frankie Boyle, Scottish comedian. Very much an acquired taste. Some people say he's quite offensive. He is indeed quite offensive, but he's also quite funny. Frankie Boyle is what we wanted there. Very well done. If you got that, the gap at the top remains the same. Both Inca and Toot getting 4 points. Let's drain the puzzle and move on to the penultimate puzzle of the game. Puzzle number 4. We're looking for an artist. 5. Will Self. Getting 5 there without breaking a sweat. Well played. And for 4. And 3. And for 2 with a clue. Who could afford to buy one of this man's surreal paintings, which cost millions of dollars? A diva, perhaps? Very good, Uri. Very good. Very, very good. Single point available now. For Salvador Dali. We accepted it with or without the acute accent over the I. Salvador Dali, famous for his pets, anteater and various others, and lobster phone and swans reflecting elephants. Swans reflecting elephants, which I have up in my bedroom on a canvas. Not the original. You'll be amazed to hear. Inca increasing the gap now. 88 plays 86. Arunarama Shapes is in third on 83, but Zeus and Sam have got eyes on that bronze medal as well. With 1 puzzle to go, let's drain that puzzle and go on to puzzle number 5, the final puzzle of the game, the final puzzle of the night, unless we get a big raid in the next 10 minutes, in which case we might do another game. But let's take a look. Puzzle number 5. We're looking for a musical for 5. Shapes is tied for the gold. Toots has got the gold, and Inca's got there for 4 and cements the gold for 4 points now. Very well played, all of you. Swans Reflecting Elephants is cheap on Steam this week. For 3. And for 2 with a clue. When I went to see this musical, I spent a lot of time thinking ELO would have written a good soundtrack for this. Would they? I don't know about that. I don't know that we can back that up. Single point available now. Just say what you see. It's The Lion King. I have to say, when I went to see The Lion King, I went to see it in London at the Lyceum Theatre, I think. Eminently disappointed, because I had the previous 15 years people telling me... in fact, probably 15 years is probably about right. It's the best musical you'll ever see. It's the greatest thing you'll ever see. And I went in already loving the Disney film. And then went to see it, and I was sat up in the gods, and everything looked really small. The opening scene was really good, really effective, and then everything else was kind of lost on me. It was, the stampede scene was not apparently as magical as it had been made out to be. So, yeah. Can't trust people telling you anything about the West. No, I know it is. I know, Clive. It's just one of those things where the hype was so absolute, and every person I'd spoken to said it's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing. And so when I finally saw it, I was like, it's very good, and I love the music. But it's the thing. I'm not really big into puppet theatre, puppetry, and stuff. I mean, it's fabulous, beautifully designed, but in terms of theatre, it just leaves me a little bit cold. I'd much rather see, people playing people rather than people playing animals. It's sort of my feeling on it. But anybody want to come over to Chichester at some time and come to Chichester Festival Theatre with me? Have I seen Warhorse? I've seen a couple of Michael Morpurgo. I don't think I saw The Butterfly Lion, which was Michael Morpurgo, and I saw something else by him, both of which were at the Festival Theatre, which were very good. I'll tell you something else I saw that was puppetry that I did really enjoy was Life of Pi, which is... not Michael Morpurgo. Who wrote Life of Pi? Oh, bloody hell. I should know that. Jan Martel. I was going to say Jan something. Jan Martel, yeah. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. Again, at the festival. Chichester Festival Theatre is brilliant. QNL, yeah. QNL3 Chichester 2025. We'll make it happen. Or maybe just a long weekend where we take in theatre and do some quiz. I'm so on board for that, if anyone else is. But yeah, I really enjoyed that, but there was one big puppet in Life of Pi. There were a couple of little puppets as well, but it wasn't all puppetry, which is what The Lion King was. And I think puppetry is not really my particular bag when it comes to theatre. I'd say this is one of my favourite plays that I've seen on stage is King Charles III, which was a marvel. I really enjoyed The King's Speech. I really enjoyed Quiz, which I've seen, I think, 3 times now. I've seen Quiz. Once at the Minerva Theatre in Chichester, once on the telly, and then once when it went on tour and came back to the Festival Theatre. Once of which had Rory Bremner or John Coleshaw, one of them, as Chris Tarrant. It was really good Quiz. You can't recommend it highly enough. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on and planning the theatre trip for next summer. But that is the end of the game. So let's drain the puzzle and check out the final scores. Do I press the button again, or does it just roll the credits immediately? I can't remember. It's been so long since we played this. I'm going to have to look at my gameplay manager. Game over, Splash. Let's do that. And at the end of the game, Inca takes the gold medal with 92. Yakov Smirnov, a.k.a. 2, takes the silver 91, and it's Arun Aramashapes takes the bronze with 88 of those medals. And pennies should now be on your bank and should have been read out on your devices as well. Kudos to Sam and Zeus finishing on 86, just going out on the bubble. But and another null reference exception. Is that the blinking post-process again? What is going on there? Ash, have you ever had a null reference exception with post-processing? Just